High School Sports Live in partnership with ABC 27 News is proud to present the Dallastown Lady Wildcats versus the Red Lion Lady Lions in a high school basketball game tonight. This broadcast is brought to you by our premier sponsor, the Pennsylvania Housing Finance Agency and Jack Giambalvo Family of Dealerships. Good evening, everyone. I'm Gary Sutton. Alongside of me, the coaches, Jeff Thompson and Todd McCall. And Jeff, it's Dallastown coming in here tonight, red hot, the leaders in Division I of the YAIAA. And when you talk about Dallastown, you talk about 6'3" in the middle, Ania Matthews.
She's a horse in the middle, but remember they have Samantha Miller too. This is a team that's truly built in Coach Rex Roth's image. Two big girls.
Coach Rex Roth, a guy who was a big guy over at Millersville University when he played. They've won 12 in a row coming in here tonight. They're number 2 in the District 3 power rankings. On the other side, a resurgent Red Lion team. Coach Dimoff back in charge again after a 2-year stint over at Millersville University as an assistant. And he has now built this team. They had a tough beginning of the year, but they've won 6 in a row here, and they are looking to upend Dallastown here at home tonight. And they start with a young lady, they Miss Clunk.
Well, they have Clunk, 9 point a game, but she's not afraid to put it up. She's put it up from three-point range 84 times. She's made 28 of them. They're going to need that jump shot. But more importantly, at one point just a couple weeks ago, this team was fighting for 500. Now they've won 6 straight, and they're going to get themselves in that district by this kind of fight. Big game tonight.
They're ranked number 9 in the district. Dallastown number 2. They lead the YAIAA. A big game tonight. Dallastown won the first time around 40-25. We're looking forward to the Army-Navy matchup here in the York Area League. It's Dallastown at Red Lion, all here on High School Sports Live TV on ABC 27.
All across Pennsylvania, families are living their lives in their own homes. Not long ago, none of these families believed it possible. And then they discovered there was someone who could help. What was once only a dream is now a reality. Welcome home.
Mom, can we have burgers?
Sure. Fries?
Yep.
Milkshakes?
You got it.
Nutritious twists at prices you'll love. That's a combination you'll only find at Giant.
Save big. Giant brand roasting chicken drumsticks or thighs, 99 cents per pound. See store for details.
Hoffman Ford, just what you're looking for. Hoffman has it.
And at HoffmanFord.com, they make it easy to find the new or used Ford you've been looking for. Search nearly 500 new and used vehicles right at your fingertips. And when you find one you like, you can even get pre-approved by applying online. Plus, you can chat live or text a real person to answer any questions you may have. Start your shopping at HoffmanFord.com. They make it easy to get into a new or used Ford today.
Hoffman Ford, just what you're looking for. Hoffman has it.
What were you thinking, Chuck?
You're not 18 anymore.
Is my leg supposed to bend like that?
6 months on the heating pad. I hope it was worth it.
I wonder if cartilage grows back.
Yep, that's gonna break right in half.
This looks so easy on TV.
Everybody's here for you. Every day, in every way.
We're here for you at every turn.
Cause it's your trust we're out to earn.
At Jack Giambalvo Buick GMC, everybody's here for you. With great people to serve you and great deals to wow you. Right now, save up to $11,000 off MSRP on a 2018 GMC Sierra Double Cab 4x4. So come on down to Jack Giambalvo Buick GMC.
Cause it's your trust we're out to earn.
At Jack Giambalvo Buick GMC, better deals from a better dealer.
Welcome back to Red Lion High School. Red Lion and Dallastown. It is the Army-Navy of the York Area League. 2 places divided by maybe a Hardy somewhere in the middle. That's about it. And they have been at it for a while. There you see Coach Don Dimoff, Jay Rexroth on the other side. Both very, very successful coaches. Both a little bit of a Millersville association. Coach Dimoff was over there the last 2 years as an assistant to Mary Flagg. On the other side, Jay Rexroth played there. We're going to take a break. We'll come right back and give you the starting lineups here on High School Sports Live TV on ABC 27.
Hi, sweetheart.
Hey, you two. It's dinner time.
When Marcus and Michelle were starting their family, they came to the Pennsylvania Housing Finance Agency for their home loan. We're proud we could help Marcus, Michelle, and Mia. If you're looking for an affordable home loan or refinancing option, give us a call. We offer down payment and closing cost assistance too. Call us weekdays 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. or check our website. We're the Pennsylvania Housing Finance Agency. We help homeownership dreams come true.
Today's Advanced Hoops tip will feature Archie Smith. Fasten your seatbelt.
To become a top defensive player, you need proper lateral technique. The cone-to-cone lateral slide drill will help a player practice getting quicker. It's important to keep the feet wide while the player is in a sit-down position with the back upright. When sliding back and forth, avoid crossing the feet or bringing feet together. Big focus on short, choppier steps. The lateral cone drill is just one fundamental a player will learn in my class.
Mom, can we have burgers?
Sure. Fries?
Yep.
Milkshakes?
You got it.
Nutritious twists at prices you'll love. That's a combination you'll only find at Giant.
Save big. Giant brand roasting chicken drumsticks or thighs, 99 cents per pound. See store for details.
My name is Monica. I'm an elementary school teacher.
My name is Mitch. I'm a graphic design specialist.
We have 4 children. Currently we have life and auto insurance with Erie. Our agent is helping us to move our homeowners insurance to Erie as well.
They've always been a good company and good customer service. If anything ever happens to me, my family will be protected.
Call Logan or Warren Stumpf at Capital Region Insurance Agency, 717-731-1142.
Your Commonwealth starters tonight, your Commonwealth Charter Academy starters tonight are Lily Jamison, number 20, a 5'8 senior. Samantha Miller, 31, a 6-foot senior for Dallastown. Ania Matthews, 22, 6'3 junior. You've got Claire Terral, number 3, a 5'4 guard, a junior. And Deshante Edwards, number 5, a 5'7 freshman. On the other side for Red Lion, Asia Eames will start. She wears number 3. Eleni Klunk, she is 5'7". She wears number 10. She's the one who makes the Lions go. Paige Fry wearing number 12. Micaiah Shaw wearing number 20. And Julia Byler wearing number 25. That is your Commonwealth Charter Academy starters and your OSS Health home starters. And we are ready to get this one underway. Todd McCall, should be a good one here tonight.
And we got a good crowd already for this guys-girls doubleheader. Every time you have a guys-girls doubleheader, the crowd comes in. Double the fun here tonight.
Your officials tonight, Trent May, William Stiles II, and Bruce Bartz.
Red Lion going with that 3-2, kind of going to match up out of that zone, try to keep that middle and try to keep that perimeter blocks from this hot shooting Dallastown team.
It's actually a man-to-man defense, but it's kind of a hybrid. Inside it goes, though, and very quickly the score goes up for that big girl we were talking about, Ania Matthews, and they worked it inside and got it past that Red Lion defense. Asia Eames, who had an older sister play here a few years ago.
Dallastown in a 2-3 zone. They're going to move a lot in a 2-3 zone, so Red Line's going to have to attack the gap. They're way out, 20 foot away from that basket. You're going to want to get to that top of the key and penetrate in those gaps to be effective. Dallastown will be really happy if Red Line stays that far out.
Dallastown only averages about 42 points a game. They will be very happy at a low-scoring game just working it as they probe the seams right now, and there's a good-looking shot from the near side. Will not go. It'll be tracked down in the far corner by Red Lion.
It's a good hustle play to get it back.
Drive by Eames will not go. Eames tries to follow her shot. It's going to go out of bounds, and it will be off Red Lion and will go to the Wildcats.
So up 2-0, the hottest team in York County in girls basketball, Dallastown.
Maybe one of the hottest teams in District 3 right now. And Red Lion showing a little full-court pressure right here with the trap.
They're going to trap up in a zone trap with a 2-1-2 trap.
How about the first turnover and a score? Very quickly for Red Lion, they turned that turnover into a big bucket here. And count it.
You want to stay right where you need to here at home. Stay active like this right here and 5 foot away.
So for Red Lion, points will go to Micaiah Shaw, and she makes a three-point play the tough way. She's a 6-footer. Only a sophomore.
Look how active this zone, this trap will be. They're going to look to trap all over the floor.
What Red Lion does this, they play what they call like a 3-2, but it's a man-to-man and a zone hybrid, kind of a matchup, but they hand off, guard to guard, never guard to forward. Good shot inside by Matthews, will not go. Red Lion with a rebound and running.
And I understand those defenses. I still used to, at a coaching perspective, look at it as a zone. You still got to attack it zone-like if they're going to switch off, because the defense is not going to move with you throwing the ball out 28 foot away.
shot near side, not going to go. Pulled down by Matthews, and then stolen away.
Already you can see the scrappiness in Redline. They're going to scrap here at home tonight against Dallastown. This is a rivalry, like you said, the Army-Navy game.
They've developed during the course of the season, and as we said, at one point in time, they were 5-9, 6-9 rather, and they have since won 6 in a row and now put themselves in a position to make the district playoffs.
So I just looked several weeks ago. I mean, it was unbelievable when they started going on this little bit of a run, because some people would say, hey, the season was over and they weren't going to go on to districts, and here they are now.
Red Lion very happy right now. Take as much time as they did. There's Clunk inside. Make that Byler instead, and the tie-up.
Julia Blyer is only a sophomore. You can see her. She's probably, one of the things the coaching staff works on her with is probably the footwork. You can see just a little tight in there early on.
Byler's going to get called for the foul there, so her first team first of the game. And again, that 1-2-1-1 trap in the backcourt. Jump shot right at the base, or at the foul line, not going to go. Pulled down by Red Lion.
Samantha Miller, who really gets things going a lot inside for these guys, and will pull up. Samantha Miller looked and wanted the foul, didn't get it. Hey, one thing about Dallastown, you know this too, coaches, they score in bunches, and they score quick.
This is a game, though, with the two teams playing zone. You may not see as much of that as you normally do, as the ball's thrown away by Red Lion trying to throw it over the top.
One of the key weapons is going in this. Let's just see if they get a look inside to Samantha Miller. She can play inside and out, but a lot of times she has to get a touch inside to make them effective.
And again, that one's going to be thrown away by Dallastown. So they're both teams trying to work it inside, toss it away. Dallastown with 2 turnovers, Red Lion with 1 so far. Check that, Dallastown with 3 turnovers so far. Jim Gallagher, our statistician, tells me.
Dallastown's going to be happy to stay in this 2-3 zone and say, hey, you guys are going to beat us. You can try to beat us, Red Line, 19, 20 foot away. Inside's where you want to look, inside out.
Trump tries to make the move, gets it back out to Eames. 2-3 zone, and Jay Rexroth is a master with that. He used it over at Dover a few years ago, took him to a district championship. That was an unreal team. They beat Cumberland Valley that year, and the Cumberland Valley went on to win the state championship.
Oh, Cumberland Valley had so many good runs that we got to call so many of those good games through the years.
Well, they're getting good shots right now, but that one will not go off the hands of Paige Fry and pulled down by the Wildcats.
Miller doing a good job on the boards.
And what you do on this 3-2, it looks like a 3-2 to them. It's actually man-to-man. You'll see Coach Diboff have them hand off cutters. The big girl is open on the inside with that skip pass over the top. And the pass goes inside again to Ania Matthews, and the foul will be marked up on Red Lion.
Yeah, that foul is going to go against Shaw. I mean, she's long-armed. Shaw is listed at 6 foot tall. And again, she's a forward/center, really.
What's interesting here, attacking that zone, Coach Rexroth, as his first shot is up and good from Matthews. She has all the points so far for Dallastown. What's interesting on that, the way they're attacking, they attack that from the side like a 3-2 zone, and when they throw the skip pass, what it's doing, it's allowing Matthews to get position on the other side. She's actually being fronted on the one side, comes over to the other side, and she's got great position, and the defense has to move an extra pass very quickly.
That's where Dallastown can hurt Red Lion with skip passes and also pinning in. You can pin in against these man-to-man hybrids, slash, as I always say, zones. You can pin in, you can go over the top, and it's been effective. You're right, Gary. They are getting the ball inside. Now down here, Red Lion's got to look to control the ball a little more.
Another ill-advised pass there from Eames, trying to make the big play on the baseline. And it looked like Red Lion was going to settle in and just be patient and attack the seams, but the last 2 times down, they turned it over. With Red Lion coming back.
That's a tough entry pass from the top of the key when you're trying to go inside.
Long look, not going to go. Yanked back out of there by Deshante Edwards. She controls the show here for Red Lion. Very strong point guard.
Good skip passes and penetrations. You see that? A skip pass and a penetrate usually is effective, but they turn it over.
Turnover fest here so far, and looks like the foul will get marked up on Claire Terrell. That'll be her first. Team second against the Wildcats. 4 for Dallastown, 3 for Red Lions so far in the turnover category, and that's not what either coach really wants right now.
I would agree. Let's see how Red Lion attacks this. They're going to have to go inside out, attack gaps.
The one thing that they're missing right now is anybody at the high post, and again, another turnover, so that's 3 times down and 3 empty trips.
To make it real simple, you got to overload a side. You got to get somebody on the block. You got to get somebody to that elbow. You got to keep that constant movement with 2 players inside, because then the defense doesn't have enough people on that side to guard you.
4-3, Dallastown in a low-scoring one here. 1:59 to go in a very quickly played first quarter. Over the top it goes. Good defense by Red Lion, and the 4th turnover against Dallastown. So 4 either way.
Lily Jamison's turned it over a couple times. She's looking for that inside play to Matthews, and she's forced it twice inside.
When you don't have a dominating big person on the inside, don't you have to attack more with the guards?
I really say guards attacking into the gaps is going to be more effective.
Good chance to rebound there by Lily Jamison, who got on the boards.
And a gap for people at home is it's just a crevice. It's just a crevice in between 2 players. The simple way to put it, and keep it less technical for people watching at home. For players that know it and kids that are watching, guard play. If you stand out here 30 foot away from the basket, it plays into the hands of Red Lions defense. So you got to attack in those gaps.
A little bit of a set piece coming up here. Coach Jay Rexroth, he's running his guard through to the corner. Everything is geared to try to get it inside the big girls. Look for the outside, not going to go. Offensive rebound, stick back by Jameson. That won't go. And pulled down eventually by Paige Fry.
Lily Jamison had a good look at it.
Ball gets underneath, no good. And rebounded nicely that time by Samantha Miller, and the foul called against Red Lion.
Samantha Miller, one thing, just watching her on Max Preps and some of the video that I've seen on her, she's very physical. She is constantly mixing it up. She's just one of those girls that as a senior, she's 6 foot, but she plays bigger. She plays like she's a 6'5" player. I don't know how she got away with that.
So back it comes for Dallastown. Foul was on Paige Fry, her first, team 3rd. And Red Lion very, very happy right here to play in this game. 4-3. This is the kind of game they want. Their team only averages, as I said, 42 points a game, whereas you have Dallastown getting into the 50s.
Coach Rexroth is going to try to pull them out of the zone, and you know what? Why not? I mean, it's 4-3. They haven't been real effective against it, but they're going to take their time to attack it now.
They're going to look inside, or are they? They're going to try to hit the outside, not going to go. Chased down out there by Miller. And with 2.6 seconds to go, the ball will be long to Red Lion. Let's see if they try to get something up court here, or if they're just satisfied to get it in bounds. I think they're just going to throw it into Eames here and end the quarter.
Asia Eames got a little upset at Miller, thought Miller threw an elbow at her.
And there you go. That's the end of the first quarter. 4-3 in a low-scoring affair here. It's Dallastown up by 1. We head to quarter number 2 on High School Sports Live TV on ABC 27.
My father years ago told me, own your own business. That was my inspiration. And February 1st of 1996, we opened up as Capital Region Insurance Agency.
Throughout my entire life, seeing my dad how successful he was and learning the way he was actually able to communicate with people and help them, whatever their needs may be, it made me want to get more involved. I'm most proud of helping continue my dad's legacy, helping the surrounding communities, businesses, and families.
We try to wow our customers, let them know that we are here for them. If they can't get into our office, we would take the time and go visit them. This really differentiates ourselves from the 1-800 who do you get? Whether it's financial services, auto, home, life, commercial, we hold their hands, bring them through the process. We let them understand that we know what we're doing and they feel comfortable when they leave here.
I think it makes it more personal and more family oriented, definitely more of a friendly environment.
What I'm most proud of is the hard work, and it's enabled me to ensure clients, to provide protection for them, to let them sleep well at night.
Let's head down to Jeff Thompson right now. His thoughts about the first quarter. Jeff?
Well, Anaya Matthews is an offensive threat, but the person that really centers their defense is number 31, Samantha Miller. She is a really good rebounder and throws that outlet pass like nobody's business. They're not giving Red Lion a sniff at the basket.
Well, they just changed their defense a little bit, brought out to more of a 3-2. Now Red Lion goes the corner, long look downtown, and it's going to go.
That is an absolute great shot. Great concentration out of Klunk. Now Klunk's put it up 84 times from there. She's made 28, make it 29. And that is an and one, a big, big play for Red Lion.
Absolutely big play for Red Lion. Shot made from three-point land and the foul. Or did they call the foul before the shot? Let's take a look here. The officials getting together.
I don't know.
It looked to me like she was out in the corner and got fouled.
Yeah, she was in the process of shooting, got knocked down while she was shooting, and the ball went in smoothly at the bottom of the net. If I was Klunk, I'd walk off the line. Here's another look at it, Gary. I mean, she's going to square her shoulders, in rhythm, beautiful form, and she's bumped in the process of shooting.
That looks to me like a three. It's not up on the board yet.
Maybe it didn't go in. Maybe it hit the net. We looked at that again.
It looked like it went through, but from our angle, we're upstairs here. So Klunk is going to get two shots instead.
Yeah, I don't think this ball went in. When I look,
might be the first time that we've ever missed a bucket like that.
Yeah, we called it because it looked like it hit the bottom of the net. If you look, the ball's going to leave her hands right here. It's going to hit the side of the net.
Well, it was all net, just the wrong part of it.
It's at the side, yeah, it's the side of the net. I don't know why they're giving her three. But
so now she gets three to do it the hard way and can't quite do it. Gets 2 out of 3.
Wow. And the process
Correct.
of shooting. Yeah.
3 shots because she was fouled out of three-point land.
Yeah.
So back we come. Defense the same for Red Lion.
It's one of our stranger plays we've had in a while.
He doesn't switch between guards and forwards. He'll switch between guards and forwards and forwards. So they never switch between a guard and a forward. So he's played that defense for years.
And these girls know how to play it well. I'm really, as I'm watching, is kind of zeroing in on Klunk. Klunk will play at the top, as you see now, but she will double down as soon as the ball. Look at that right there. She'll slide down into the box as soon as that ball goes down. So she really understands this defense very well. She is playing all over the court.
She's sliding off at Jamison every time. Jamison, they're using as a non-shooter now. Look by Dallastown and forced him into those kind of shots and not going for the Wildcats.
Tell you, what a great game plan by Red Lion.
And unfortunately, not as good on the other end. That is turnover number 6 now against the Lions.
And that you know, such a great team like Dallastown. You keep turning the ball over. Eventually, they're going to take advantage of the turnovers. Right now, they haven't. Red Lions dodged bullets with their turnovers, but
this looks a lot like the Super Bowl on Sunday. Another defensive game. Both teams have the other team bewildered at the moment.
Gary, I tell you, I've watched a lot, and that daggone Super Bowl, I'd probably rather watch the movie. It was good that night. I mean, I said, what did I do with my last 2 hours? 2.5, 3 hours.
Foul on Riley Good. Well, the numbers are dismal so far. 1 of 6 from two-point land. Nothing out of 2 for Red Lion from 3. Nothing out of nothing for Dallastown. And then free throws 2 of 2 of 1 of 1. Those are the big numbers here so far tonight. Everything else even. 5 turnovers for Dallastown. 5 for Red Lion. Long look downtown. Will not go. And the more of those that are unsuccessful, the tighter that defense gets, Todd.
That's right. And it's playing in the hands of Red Lion. Red Lion is controlling the boards decently. They're doing what they need to do, and they're allowing Dallastown to try to beat them from 20 foot away, and it's not working right now.
Dallastown really bunched up, all 5 playing the ball, and the foul will be against Dallastown, and will be marked up against Ashley Harbaugh.
They're going to bring Matthews back in here and go big again.
5 team fouls both ways. You can see Jay Rexroth over there urging his charges to get the right places. Eames will check out of the game. There is just nothing available right now. Finally, a drive down the middle and off the rim cruelly as Clunk thought she had a bucket. Quickly, Dallastown back at the other end. They try to get it inside. They throw it away again. 6 turnovers down for the Wildcats.
And as you said, just back and forth with turnovers.
There's an old rule. You have to let your post player get set before you throw it to him. And they're actually throwing to her a little bit early as they look for Matthews inside.
They're forcing passes to her, and it's just not there sometimes.
And stepped on the line to the Wildcat. Good hustle, though, from Maddie Moore, who's in there. He's a 5'7" senior. So Red Lion gets it underneath.
Yeah, Maddie Moore is giving Samantha Miller a little break. And they came back with Matthews.
And again, they got Clunk sliding down the lane there, and she'll get fouled on the play. Good inbounds play here by Red Lion. And the foul marked up against Ashante Edwards, her first. This is one of Coach Dimoff's youngest teams that, after being away for 2 years, he's coming back and kind of reinstituting his system here. And that takes a little bit of time because the very complicated system that he runs. As Clunk on the board again, she's made 3 out of 4 from the free throw line. But his teams over the years have been very sophisticated. He asked them to learn an awful lot, and they've been able to do that over the years. He said this team is a team that he loves because they're learning. He said they may not be as talented yet, but he said they're going to be good, and he could show that by the improvement of 6 wins in the last 6 games.
Well, you're starting 3 sophomores in that lineup out of 5. I mean, that's incredible. This is going to be a team to be reckoned with down here in York.
He's always liked to play the younger players and get them ready to go. Shot up, no good. Matthews and the smaller Red Lion team right now fighting Matthews for every rebound. 3 of them around her that time.
Well, here's another factor in this game right now. It's a scrap factor. Who's more scrappier? I mean, I got to give the edge. I got to give the old, blue-collar kind of work ethic right now for Red Lion. They're winning the loose ball battle. They're getting after it a little bit more here at home. And they're getting their hand on everything, Gary. Like right there, that play right there. They're just out hustling Dallastown right now.
Red Lion has always been a very physical team. It's one of their trademarks. Back in the game now for Dallastown will come Samantha Miller. They got 2 bigs in there right now. Miller standing at 6 foot, and on the other side, Ania Matthews at 6'3". So they're going to look to go either side and post up.
And I'm impressed with Ashante Edwards, the freshman for Dallastown, number 5, her handle, and trying to get the team set up offensively.
Well, they're flashing from the weak side, Lily Jamison, and Jamison's trying to go over the top, but she's having no luck so far. That's 7 turnovers. Timeout on the floor. Red Lions 7-4 here. 4:58 to go to the half on High School Sports Live TV on ABC 27.
Today's Advanced Hoops tip will feature Duke McCamey, our post-training expert.
One of the key moves I teach young players is the drop step. It's important to establish position first with both feet in the neutral position. Align players to choose either pivot foot, depending on the defense's position. Once you secure the ball, using a power dribble, drop step toward the basket with 2 hands to seal the defender. This will help a young player finish with great balance. The drop step is just one move a young player will learn in my post class.
Breaking news, Team Pennsylvania AAU is now offering 4th to 11th grade AAU at the silver, gold, and showcase levels. Team PA is known for high school showcase and known for placing players in college. Advanced Hoops will focus solely on skill training by professional coaches. Players from all over Pennsylvania will be trying out on February 23rd and 24th for Team Pennsylvania 4th to 11th grade teams. Go to www.advancedhoops.com to see the tryout schedule. Red Lion with the ball and the lead right now. 4:47 to go here in the first half. Right up at halftime, we'll have our Jack Giambalvo halftime report. Name of the game here tonight. It must be a good week for defense here. It's another turnover for Red Lion.
And I think it's like the 8th turnover for Red Lion. Now Dallastown starting to get back in that scrap game. Miller getting on the floor and getting after it. As I said, in that first quarter, I gave the scrap edge to Red Lion. Dallastown kind of mixing it back up again. But another turnover, Gary.
7 turnovers either way. So here's Red Lion again, trying to make you be patient. Not a real hard press right now, just one to kind of make us be patient, slow down.
It's an effective press in that it's slowing Dallastown's progression up the court. And they're doing an excellent job. And Red Lion's not doing anything to get themselves hurt in that press.
About a half an hour from here, there's a place called The Buck, and they do tractor pulls there. Right now tonight, this is the tractor pull in this game.
Yeah.
Dallastown has not scored this quarter. I would dare say that hasn't happened a whole lot this year, if at all. Got a jump ball again. And Red Lion gets it back, so another turnover for Dallastown on that one.
And I mean, Lily Jamison is just struggling a little bit tonight with their turnovers. I mean, she's one of those girls, though, that can help make Dallastown click. She can hit that outside J when she needs to. She's effective up and down the court. Actually, Dallastown's more effective getting up and down the court a little bit. And right now, they're just not getting any opportunity to run, with Red Lion doing a great job defensively.
Here's Red Lion. Again, not much penetration of the gaps right now. Just very content to play pitch and catch out here on the perimeter.
Look at the press giving Red Lion Dallastown a lot of trouble. Dallastown needs one of the things they need to do. They need to effectively fake a pass, make a pass. Be a little bit stronger with the ball, a little bit stronger with their ball fakes, because right now, Red Lion's not even moving or shifting much in that press. They're literally not being affected by any ball fakes right now. So, you know, this late in the season, you know that, Gary, you're telling them strong ball fakes with it.
Micaiah Shaw picks up her second foul.
What a ball fake does is actually shifts that whole defense so that you can find a gap to penetrate it or move the ball.
And Eames tips it from behind, out of bounds, but good pressure here by the Lions on the Wildcats. 3:11 to go here in the first half.
I cannot say enough right now about the hustle that the Red Line is exhibiting, right now.
Got an interview at halftime with Dr. Abby Miller, too, for OSS Health. There's the drive down late. And finally, a score here in this quarter by Deshaunte Edwards, 5'7" freshman. Boy, she's going to be a good one.
The freshman getting on the board.
Had a daughter that played point guard at Dallastown for 4 years, started as a freshman. I can remember what that was like, playing that freshman year. There's a drive by Clunk, not going to go. Pulled down by Dallastown, and quickly out on the run they go. Nia Matthews trying to go up. Good job getting back. And the turnover again against Dallastown. Here go the Lions on the other end. That will not go. You know, it's warm outside today. Last week there might have been icicles hanging from the rim.
Yeah.
Today there's not, but it looks like it is tonight, as the foul will be marked up on Red Lion.
Both teams are struggling right now. Lids are on the baskets, but what they're not struggling in is scrap factor. They're really getting after it a little bit. I mean, they're kind of getting chippy, too, a little. You can see that rivalry, that intensity of it right now, too.
Second foul against Byler, 7-6. The Lions lead it. 2:19 to go. 1 out of 10 for Red Lion so far. Dallastown, 2 of 9. And you're going to get a jump ball that'll stay with Dallastown this time.
The score right now is indication of the turnovers. It's indication of a little bit of sloppy play right now. You expect this in the earlier season. Now here in the late season, this is the playoff run. You expect these turnovers to be limited, and I'm sure both coaches, one adjustment in the halftime is the first thing they're going to talk about is how to attack these zone defenses, but not turning the ball over.
There they got it where they wanted to. Got it inside to Matthews that time. Good high-low from her counterpart, Samantha Miller. And Dallastown back on top, 8-7. They scored their last 2 times down.
She's got 6 points, does Matthews, leading Dallastown in scoring.
Scoring 2 times in a row here is akin to a 20-point run.
Sure is.
Big question is, will we make it double figures by half?
I don't know.
It's one of those games that's going to go along slow for a while, then all of a sudden I think something's going to burst out a little bit later. But the zones have definitely slowed this thing down immensely.
And there's a turnover. Well, there's a turnover window backcourt.
Unofficially, turnover number 9 against the Lions. 9 on the other side for Dallastown, and you can see Coach Dimoff teaching his brains out right now. Both these coaches, just outstanding coaches, I got to tell you. I think Coach Dimoff at one point in time won 12 division championships here.
There's what you want to do. Go inside to Samantha Miller, the bread and butter of Dallastown.
Samantha Miller gets it. And what they've done, Red Line took away that high post pass,
right.
But instead now they're going directly into their forwards. They got the last 2 times down to their 2 bigs. 3-point lead now, 10-7. Dallastown leads it, 49 seconds to go. Red Line needs a momentum builder here.
I mean, all year long, that's where they've gone. That's what they've needed out of Samantha Miller.
There's a kick, 42.8 seconds to go. Todd Dimoff wants the last bucket here, you can bet. See Clunk out front here. Clunk has it, 35 seconds to go now. Eames throws over the top. They want Clunk to take the last shot here, I'm pretty sure. Eames is going to take it instead. Will not go. Pulled down by Miller. 22 seconds to go. Now Dallastown gets a chance to add to that 3-point lead.
Miller doing a good job controlling the defensive boards now, too. Miller's calling for it. They're going to try to swing that ball to Jamison's side and look inside to Miller.
Too late. Oh, it's stolen away again. 10th turnover.
That's a freshman mistake, trying to make that top of the key entry.
Here goes Clunk. Clunk trying to get it up, and I think you're going to see a foul called. No. 10th turnover against the Red Lion. 0.2 seconds to go in the half. You'd have to have a tip here to have a bucket. I don't think anybody can throw it that far.
You go back to DeShante Edwards trying to make an entry pass, Gary.
That is the half. 10-7. Dallastown leads it in one of the more unusual games we'll ever see. We're going to head to the half. We got the Jack Giambalvo halftime report coming up. But first, we head to Dr. Abby Miller from OSS Health.
Guys, I'm here with Dr. Abby Kelly from OSS Health. She's a sports medicine doctor. Abby, you've seen your share of concussions in the office. Let's define what is a sports concussion.
A concussion is defined as a functional injury to the brain versus a structural injury like a brain bleed, stroke, things like that. So, you can either get hit in the head and sustain a concussion, or you can get hit in the body, which causes a rotational force to the brain. The brain rattles inside of the skull, causes an injury really at the cellular level.
Talk about what the signs and symptoms are of concussions.
Some key signs and symptoms of concussion include headache, dizziness, sometimes vision changes, nausea, even vomiting sometimes.
Let's talk about how you treat concussions.
Brain rest is the treatment for concussion, at least in the initial stages.
What is the return to play, the protocol for that?
I have them repeat what's called an impact test. The athletic trainer will take them through a 5-day return to play protocol.
You have 2 little girls yourself, and you were an athlete at Dallastown.
As a mother myself and kids that I anticipate will be involved in athletics, it's extremely important to get the word out on concussion and educate people.
Welcome back to Red Line. There you see a guy. It's posing right there. He's in the camera as the boys get ready for the second of the 2 here tonight, the doubleheader. And it's 10-7 here at the half. We'll take a quick break. We'll come right back for our Jack Giambalvo halftime report.
All across Pennsylvania, families are living their lives in their own homes. Not long ago, none of these families believed it possible. And then they discovered there was someone who could help. What was once only a dream is now a reality. Welcome home.
Get all the benefits of a public school from the safety of your own home. CCA is an online public school that provides everything Pennsylvania students need to get started for free. Free laptop, check. Free textbooks and class materials, check. Help paying for internet service, check. There's never been a better time to make the switch. Enroll today at ccaeducate.me.
Mom, can we have burgers?
Sure. Fries?
Yep.
Milkshakes?
You got it.
Nutritious twists at prices you'll love. That's a combination you'll only find at Giant.
Save big. Giant brand roasting chicken drumsticks or thighs, 99 cents per pound. See store for details.
I got the phone call that every parent dreads. Our beautiful 19-year-old daughter Peyton had died. Sudden cardiac arrest had ended her precious young life. This #1 killer of student athletes and leading cause of death on school campuses attacked our family. Many heart conditions that can lead to sudden cardiac arrest aren't found during routine physicals. That's why the Peyton Walker Foundation provides free heart screenings for teens. Help prevent sudden cardiac arrest in your family. Visit PeytonWalker.org.
Welcome back to the Upper Deck here at Red Lion High School. It is 10-7 at the half. No, it's not a football game. It's a basketball game. Dallastown leading Red Lion by 3. And welcome to our Jack G. and Balvo family of dealerships halftime report. I want to take a look at our Highmark highlights here in just a moment. But I wanted to talk, first of all, to Todd McCall. Todd, your thought here in the first half as we watch some of the highlights coming up here. And we'll check those out here. And here they are. Highmark highlights here at the half. There weren't a lot of them. The defense was really the highlight on both sides, right? Go ahead.
I thought the scrappiness in the defense of the Red Lion side is really was a big factor in that first quarter, and they did a great job. However, Dallastown found that secret recipe. They started finding shots 5 foot away, a little bit of penetration in the gap. I thought if they continue to do that right there out of the freshman Edwards, then it's going to be great. But this right here is what you need to do. Dallastown all year long has been an inside back outside player. Now go to Miller. Miller is the recipe as well. She is the main ingredient. When you go inside to number 31, you start to take a lead, and that's why they go up 3. 3 was like 30 tonight, though.
Miller and Matthews there, the big guns inside. They were trying to go high-low. They were trying to pass to a flasher to the middle there, Jeff Thompson, but that didn't work out too well. Red Lion took away the flasher, and all of a sudden they went deeper on the side and started finding the bigs inside. They were wide open.
They were wide open towards the end, but I could see why the NBA had outlawed his zone defense for a while, because it's led to really low scoring. Both zone defenses have been excellent.
Well, you know, you look at this whole game so far. As we said, it's been like a tractor pull. But again, give credit to the defenses. Well conceived, taking away the strengths of either team right now. Thus 10-7 here at the half, Todd.
It's 10-7. Dallastown early on, I thought they had a problem. They were forcing the ball too far away into an entry pass from the top of the key, 23 foot away. That is not going to work. That's why that turnovers were high. Once they started going inside, they found that recipe. If I was Red Line right now, I might just come out and show them something a little different on defense, because right now they're on that chalkboard. They're working something up, but you come and pop it man-to-man on them, next thing you know, you might get that rollback. You might get right here at home. Red Line's done a good job, though. I think this score benefits them, though, Gary.
I do, too. They're keeping it a low-scoring game right now. It really does go their way. On the other side for Dallastown, you sensed at the end of the half they were kind of starting to get into a little bit of a rhythm there, Jeff.
Yeah, they really 3 possessions in a row they scored, and they did it inside.
Well, we're going to take a look at our AT&T halftime stats here in just a moment, and we'll take a break. We'll come right back. We'll get those stats for you. We'll get ready for the third quarter here. It's High School Sports Live TV on ABC 27.
Groff Tractor is your full-line equipment dealer representing Case Construction and many other leading brands, serving the total sales, rental, parts, and service needs of its customers. Groff Tractor paves the way for your projects from start to finish. With 11 locations, Groff Tractor is always close by your equipment needs. Groff also offers 24/7 field service. Groff Tractor is your #1 source for everything under construction.
I got the phone call that every parent dreads. Our beautiful 19-year-old daughter Peyton had died. Sudden cardiac arrest had ended her precious young life. This #1 killer of student athletes and leading cause of death on school campuses attacked our family. Many heart conditions that can lead to sudden cardiac arrest aren't found during routine physicals. That's why the Peyton Walker Foundation provides free heart screenings for teens. Help prevent sudden cardiac arrest in your family. Visit PeytonWalker.org.
At Jack G. and Balvo Buick GMC, everything we do is all for you. We're proud to serve the greater York area for years now with a knowledgeable and experienced sales staff, as well as our award-winning service team, all which take a back seat to our incredible deals, like the up to $9,000 you can save on a 2018 Buick Enclave or Regal. Stop in today and let us prove that we do it all for you at Jack G. and Balvo Buick GMC.
My name is Logan Stumpf, and at Capital Region Insurance Agency, we take distracted driving very seriously. It's important for young drivers to know that texting while driving is actually 6 times more likely to cause an accident than drinking and driving. Cell phone use while driving leads to 1.6 million crashes each year. Nearly 390,000 injuries occur each year from accidents caused by texting and driving. And lastly, 9 people in the United States are killed each day as a result of crashes involving a distracted driver. I have the privilege of coaching these young men behind me on the court, but the best part of all is being able to influence them off the court in a positive way.
Teens need to realize the repercussions of their actions while texting and driving, because it doesn't only put their lives at risk, but others as well.
At Capital Region Insurance Agency, we partner with High School Sports Live to help bring awareness of the negative effects of distracted driving. To learn more, visit our website or give us a call today at 717-731-1142. Remember, if you take the call, you risk it all.
Welcome back to our Jack Giambalvo Family of Dealerships halftime report. Dallastown 10-7 here, and we are so glad you could join us here. Also, thanks to our Pennsylvania Housing Finance Agency for being our premier sponsor here tonight on High School Sports Live. Gary Sutton, Todd McCall, Chad Edwards, the whole Invicta crew. Of course, Jeff Thompson running around downstairs there, getting all kinds of information, and Jim Gallagher, super statistician here at the table with us. And let's take a look, if we can, at our Capital Region and AT&T halftime stats. And they're going to be a little light tonight because there's not a whole lot offense going on right now. You kind of look at the crowd right now, and you can see the Super Bowl crowd on Sunday, right? I mean, that's what you see right now. And I'm sure there'll be reason to get up and cheer the second half here, but, you know, everybody kind of, the zones have put the crowd to sleep so far.
It's right. And that's a shot. I mean, right here is it's turnovers. It's 10 from the Dallastown. This team is not a team that generally the way they play, they're the best team in the division, but 10 turnovers tonight, that's why the game is low scoring.
If you're a Red Lion fan, don't get excited. It didn't all of a sudden change to 33. It's 10-7 here at the half. But and free throws, again, not the right ones, but 2 out of 2 in free throws here for Dallastown so far, and it's just been a low-scoring game. And we're looking forward to a second half. This is one of those games, though, you know what? You watch these games now and then, and all of a sudden, something breaks out.
Yeah,
you know,
exactly.
Something breaks out.
Yep.
I think, Todd, I want to ask you, first of all, for Red Lion, Coach Don Dimoff is saying to his kids, you got to shoot the ball better second half. That's number one on the list.
Definitely. I think the one thing they're going to do, if they could rebound a little bit better, I think they want to get out and run a little. I know his team's not afraid to push the ball, and he might be talking about, hey, let's beat – the best way to score against Dallastown's zone is beat them down the floor. I'm sure he talked about that. Now, Gary, on the other side, Dallastown knows what they need to do. They went inside for 3 straight buckets from wing pass entries when they went double bigs. And that, wow.
Red Lion had 1 field goal in the first half. They were 5 out of 6 for the free throw line, and that's what saved them, but 1 field goal. So they're getting to where they want to get to. They're getting the line enough right now in this game. And you're right. I think for Dallastown right now, they started to find something at the end of the first half. It'll be interesting to see what the adjustment is defensively for Coach Dimoff and see if Coach Rexroth has a little something up his sleeve as Red Lion leads off the second half here on High School Sports Live.
Well, we had single-digit first quarter, 4-3. Single-digit second quarter. Dallastown outscored Red Line 6-4. So let's see what happens here.
Eames, nice job driving. Found her girl underneath there just for a moment, but couldn't score. And something we saw a lot of in the first half, that's the 11th turnover now for the Wildcats.
So you look at this game, it starts the way Red Line would want it to in the third quarter. They got a bunny, a 5-footer they missed, and they got a turnover back to get it back from Dallastown. Let's see the adjustment they made here. One thing they're not getting to is 2 inside players to overload that inside of that.
Now he goes inside, outside. Gets a good 3 look, though, and that was a nice shot. Will not go for Paige Fry, but he went inside to the post, got her in rhythm, had a free look, and just couldn't knock it down.
Samantha Miller does a great job. She's keeping Red Line to 1 shot. She is killing the boards right now.
You know what's amazing? That zone is going to get ever so tighter if you can't hit them. Nice little move there. Circling the guard into the high post to get in behind the defensive player.
I like that adjustment right away. Get Edwards, the freshman, inside there. Give her an opportunity.
Edwards, really nice player handling the basketball. They run a little stack here on the inbounds. Here's Miller. She'll look. They're going to swing it to the other side. So you got Miller on one side, and they've got Matthews on the other side, 6'3" and 6 foot.
Now Dallastown does run an overload where they're going to get, what's this, 2 girls inside, 31-22 will be inside. Right down. They didn't quite rotate.
Miller kicks it right back out. Now you got Matthews posted up.
See how Miller came to the ball, flashed high and hard. That is a fundamental play. She didn't get the touch that time, but she does little things in there.
And there's what you can see what Jay Rexroth wanted to do. He almost had a walk there. Instead of foul, going to be called against Eames, and that should be her first foul of the game. So heading to the line right now is Ania Matthews. She's been there twice tonight and made both.
She was the leading scorer. She's our leading scorer tonight with 6.
One of the things you can see that Jay Rexroth has done in halftime, he wants to get his guard out there, Edwards, a little bit more involved. She was penetrating, then she went baseline and penetrated. Right. So it looks like she's trying to take on some people, make 2 play 1, and then dish it. Second shot up, that's no good. And rebound by Red Lion.
2 tough misses.
And then the throwaway by the Lions. So that's their 11th turnover of the game. Boy, defenses can make an offense look really bad, can't they?
They sure can, and tonight that's probably been the call of this game.
And if you're not hitting your outside shots, that defense just gets tighter and tighter and tighter. It's like watching a screw go into a board. It just gets tighter every time.
Right, it seems almost impossible to score against when you can't do one of these. You got to hit one of these out there.
Well, there you go. That'll get the zone or the man-to-man to be a little bit more honest as Terrell hits her first 3 of the first 3 of the game tonight, and all of a sudden it's a 6-point bulge, which looks like 15 right now in this kind of game.
Yeah, and I don't even remember Terrell even putting it up in the first half. I don't even think she got a shot off the first half.
And there's Edwards jumping over, and I think they're going to call Edwards for the foul. Jay Rexroth says, are you kidding me? Look, right in front of me. So Matthews gets nailed for the foul. That would be her first. Matthews, those long passes across against a 3-2 zone, not what you want to do right there, as Matthews will be anticipated the whole way.
And we talked about that in the first half. It's where to make the entry pass in. You got to move the ball. You got to skip pass and attack gaps. See,
they're just trying to force it down to the baseline to Micaiah Shaw, and it's not working so far. 12 turnovers to this half for Red Lion.
Red Lion up 13-7. And that looks like a huge lead. Or Dallastown, excuse me. That looks like a huge lead in this game because it's been so tightly contested defensively.
In a game like this, but again, Dallastown not helping themselves out. They have 12 turnovers now as they throw it away. We got to check that ball, see if it's hot.
I wonder.
Getting hot in someone's hands, getting rid of it. Hot potato. It's one of the stranger games I think we've ever called, Todd.
It is. It is because, I mean, some of it's the fact that it's
problems here for Red Lion. Look at the angles they have. They're not really getting good angles, but that's a pretty good angle as Clunk finally answers the bell. She gets her first field goal of the night. She's got 7. They pull back to within 3 to the lines, and now they come back with that trap.
This time Dallastown adjusted, and look, they're going to get up the field. But, man, it's a physical game.
And the ball's going to be baseline to Dallastown. A foul's going to be called against the Red Lion Lions. And that foul will be marked up on Eames.
Let's see if Dallastown can take advantage inside here and get an easy bucket off this out-of-bounds play.
There's nothing easy tonight. Now another look outside. You got to hit some of these to make that defense be honest, and not going to go off the hands of Claire Terrell, who just hit one a moment ago.
Terrell, she hit one, you're right, and she got it in rhythm, and that time it just didn't hit anything.
Red Lion with 2 field goals in this game, 1 a deuce and 1 a 3. 5 out of 6 for the free throw line. Dallastown, not a whole lot better. They've got 5 field goals and 2 free throws. Matthews, nice turnaround. It's a little different look for them. Got her at the high post. She turned around and showed a little ability there from 15 feet.
Looked like she was a little surprised. That was Shaw on that
I said
jumper.
Matthews, I meant Shaw, forgive me.
It looked like Shaw was a little excited there. She's got 5 points, though.
Yes, she does. That was a nice turnaround there, and that pulls Red Lion back to 1. Excuse me for all the Shaw fans out there as I got excited there for a moment.
And I'll tell you, the Red Lion fans down in the student sections underneath the basket in the far end, they're here tonight. They're packing it in now.
You watch Red Lion They got 3 people around the post player every time. They're dropping off Miller when she's in the corner because they don't expect her to shoot a 3. Really an interesting chess match here tonight.
That's the best way to put it.
And there's another good look. And all of a sudden, Terrell is heating up, and that is going to bring that defense out a little further and make those bigs even more dangerous inside. It's back up to a 4-point lead. It goes for the Wildcats.
And she's 2 for 3 for the 3-point range. Turnover, Red Lion.
13th turnover of the game now for the Lions. You can't waste those opportunities in a game like this. 4 points looks like 12.
16-12, Dallastown Red Line here. I mean, man, points have been tough to get.
And the trap by Red Lion. Ball will stay with the Wildcats as Miller will inbound it here. 3:35 to go here in the third quarter. Riley Good about to inbound it. And we'll stay with DeShante Edwards.
Edwards does a great job just making sure her team gets kind of, she doesn't try to force anything. Well, first half pass-wise a few times, but I mean, she gets this offense set up.
Miller again, another shot, and finally Red Line turns away again. Instead throws it away, and Edwards up. She'll get fouled. Eames is going to pick up the foul. Looked like Red Lion was going to get the ball off another turnover there. And then Edwards going through, and Edwards gets fouled. She'll go to the line for 2. She's not been there yet tonight. Or are they saying she got on the floor? They're saying on the floor, so she will not get 2 shots.
I don't know, man. That was a tough call.
Terrell faked the shot, went back inside to Miller and found a nice unselfish play by Claire Terrell. And Miller with the score. She's got 4. 6-point lead now. Danger territory for the Lions. Long look outside, tip. Another 3-point foul.
Every time Dallastown starts to make a little bit of a run, they do something that becomes a run killer, like this 3-point opportunity here.
Maddie Moore nailed for the foul there. That'll be her first. So at the line is Clunk. And rattles it out. Clunk was 4 of 5 in the first half, now 4 of 6 for the game. She'll get 2 more. Kind of interesting tonight. She's gotten fouled twice, both at the 3-point line. If she makes the second, she gets a chance on her third shot here to convert 2.
She's 63% from the line. She's 45 of 68 coming in that game.
And misses that one. So a tough one for Clunk, 18-13.
It's a big opportunity for Red Line there.
And there it is. Look at that. Look at the feistiness getting back, though, and a good defensive play by Page Fry because they had a layup underneath on that pass.
Yeah, Maddie Moore checks into the game, and Maddie Moore tried to make a direct pass. I tell you what, you make one ball fake, go high and bounce pass into Miller, and it's a bucket.
So Paige Fry back in now for the Lions. Dallastown leads it 18-13. 2:38 to go here in the third quarter at Red Lion High School.
Do some more movement top key here. They're trying to just get some more active movement against the zone. Dallastown is.
What they do is they run that guard through, and then they got the good angle, pass it inside. There you go. Nice conversion that time. Is putting away will be Maddie Moore. Her first deuce of the night. All of a sudden now we got a 7-point lead. It's the largest lead of the evening. And again, if you're Red Lion, you got to find a way to score.
Dallastown starting to settle down now and just picking apart the zone little by little.
It seems like their wings ought to be down a little further. The ball's going to be off Dallastown, but their wings are out, not in seams. You want to get down to the side where you can now attack the seam and look baseline.
They are what I call 19 straight. It's like a line of latitude and longitude. They're not in the gap line.
Yep.
You're right. They got to get below the elbow in the gap line.
You've got to be in the gaps. And another turnover for Red Lion, though. Trying to force it. That's 4 this quarter 14 for the game.
So when you flatline across the top against the zone, you flatline your offense. So that's just one big key to remember.
Updated on that by Jim Gallagher, our stat guy. It's 5 officially. This half, so 15 turnovers. Back inside it goes. I'll tell you what's interesting. I'm not sure she didn't shuffle her feet there. I'll take a look at it again. I could be wrong. The official was on top of it, but take a look down. When she gets her ball inside, she has a tendency to shuffle her feet a little bit, does Matthews. So the second foul will be marked up on Eleni Klunk. And yet another missed shot. Matthews hit her first 2. She's missed her last 3.
See, Claire Tyrrell came in the game and hit 2 out of 3 threes. The reason this ball even went inside is because she faked that three-point shot and drew that defense out. Because she's hit a couple, she's softened that zone up, right? So they go inside to get fouled, so they come away with 1 out of 2.
7 points now for Ania Matthews. She's the leading scorer in this game. Check that. Actually, 8 points for Klunk. She's the leading scorer in this game.
Now look at the top of the key. The red line guards are flat lined out. See, they're a little bit too high right now.
Yep.
Right there.
And it's costing them. They're not getting the good passes where they can really do anything toward the baseline.
And well, when you're flat line like that, too, you can't skip pass. There's no one to skip pass to. When you skip pass, that really makes the zone move, and then you can start looking inside.
The wings got down a little bit on either side, down in where the gaps are between the back line and the front line. You'd have an area where you could attack either the middle or the baseline and then middle.
One of the little things we used to do is we used to tape the court. We used to use duct tape, show the players where to go. Duct tape gaps. It works.
And another turnover here. I think you're going to call a foul against Dallastown. Let's see. They're going to hit red line for this one. Should be against Dallastown. That would be against number 21, Maddie Moore. Be her second for Moore. So under a minute to go here in the third quarter. It's a big moment here for Red Line. They're down by 8 right now. This is danger time.
Now, this pass right here. See, it's above the elbow. Now she's now the wing player is down below the elbow. That's where you want to be. That's where you attack the gap from. See, right here, there's no way to skip
there's nothing
pass.
going on out there.
That's good. There, drew the defense. See, right there, just being below the elbow draws the defense. Uh-oh.
You're going to get a call, I think an offensive foul.
Where, though? I want to know. Did she step into
look
it?
like she threw an elbow, maybe.
Okay, maybe it was an elbow.
That's Byler. And for Byler, that will be foul number 3.
Byler's a 5'11 sophomore. You know she's going to be a good player. She's got good size to her, fairly fundamental.
Red Line going total man-to-man right here. Miller's going to look. They trap at half court, now get back into that defense. And there's Smith wide open underneath. She's just going side to side right now. Smith is in there for 2 more. She's got 9, and the lead has now ballooned to 10.
She's Dallastown's leading scorer right now.
You need something big right here. You need a shot. Klunk's going to get it. Lets it go off the iron. End of the quarter, 23-13. We head to the fourth. Dallastown leads it by 10 on High School Sports Live TV on ABC 27.
Under a new state law, all electronics must be recycled.
Welcome to the Dauphin County Recycling Center, where recycling is quick, easy, and free.
You may recycle appliances or even cell phones.
We're open 6 days a week, and recycling is as easy as 1, 2, 3.
Contact our helpful staff at the Recycling Center or visit our website for more information.
Help us protect our planet, because tomorrow does matter.
Just what you're looking for, Hoffman has it.
And at HoffmanFord.com, they make it easy to find the new or used Ford you've been looking for. Search nearly 500 new and used vehicles right at your fingertips. And when you find one you like, you can even get pre-approved by applying online. Plus, you can chat live or text a real person to answer any questions you may have. Start your shopping at HoffmanFord.com. They make it easy to get into a new or used Ford today.
Hoffman Ford, just what you're looking for, Hoffman has it.
Get all the benefits of a public school from the safety of your own home. CCA is an online public school that provides everything Pennsylvania students need to get started for free. Free laptop, chat, free textbooks and class materials, Check. Help paying for internet service? Check. There's never been a better time to make the switch. Enroll today at ccaeducate.me.
Welcome back to Redline High School. Let's head down to Jeff Thompson. Jeff, your thoughts on the third quarter?
The third quarter belonged to number 3, Claire Terrell. She had 2 big threes and opened up that zone. 2 great entry passes to the post that accounted for another couple buckets, and a third entry pass for a foul shot. She was responsible for 11 of the 13 points that Dallastown had that quarter.
So Dallastown heads to the fourth here with a 10-point lead, which in this game feels like 20 right now, the way it's going, Todd.
It really does, because it's a turnover. But Dallastown has kept Redline to 3 single-digit quarters. They scored 3 in the first quarter, 4 in the second, and 6 in the third quarter. So right there, and again, it's because offensively, Redline's trying to start their offense out 20 foot away, and Dallastown's defense doesn't have to move that much.
13-6 that last quarter. 7 turnovers for Redline in the corner. A lot of wasted possessions as a push here is going to be called against Dallastown. And the foul on Dallastown.
I think there's a lot for both the teams to look back at this tape. I know a lot of kids DVR these games, looking back at some of the play. Look at that touchdown.
Edwards trying to get it, won't go. Take it out of there by Clunk. Clunk on the move. She may challenge right here. A pull up by Clunk, will not go.
Clunk didn't come to complete stop there. That cost her. She needs to really plant those 2 feet.
Yanked out by the Wildcats. Now you got to push off there. That could have been a call on Dallastown if he wanted it.
Tell you what, Lily Jamison's got to keep her head in this game.
Oh, there's Miller following up on Terrell's miss. And Miller getting involved. She's got 6 points now in this one. So a 12-point lead. Redline just cannot score the basketball. There's a nice little inside pass. That won't go. Well, that was a perfect pass, exactly the way you wanted to attack it.
It's where you want it.
You know, Byler right now, young sophomore, she's going to get better and better, as you mentioned. I like the way she plays. Dallastown has stayed true to their game plan from start to finish. And you can see now they're going at will inside 11 points for Ania Matthews.
Yeah, they settled down here in the second half. They opened up that zone a little bit by Tyrell being able to hit a couple of those threes. And now they're going to their bread and butter, the inside game. And that was a beautiful Micah move out of Matthews. Matthews, that was a fundamental play. I know you're working on it offensively in practice.
Shaw getting it inside. Kick back out. You need some outside shooting right now if you're a Red Lion. And again, they still continue to be way too high against that zone, it looks like.
See, that ball's got to work. Get it to the other side. Work. Get it corner to corner a little bit.
So Eames senses what we said, but not going to go. And just that thing is clamping down inside right now and just daring Red Lion to beat him from the outside.
Ames also just a sophomore. Young team here in Red Lion.
Dallastown took the lead at 8-7 at 1:57 of the first quarter. They have never relinquished it. Red Lion coming straight man-to-man now, trying to force Dallastown into some mistakes in the backcourt. Now they're caught.
That's backcourt, right?
I think you're going to get time out there called by Jay Rexroth. Before that, we'll take one as well. 27-13. Dallastown leads it on High School Sports Live TV on ABC 27.
I got the phone call that every parent dreads. Our beautiful 19-year-old daughter, Peyton, had died. Sudden cardiac arrest had ended her precious young life. This #1 killer of student athletes and leading cause of death on school campuses attacked our family. Many heart conditions that can lead to sudden cardiac arrest aren't found during routine physicals. That's why the Peyton Walker Foundation provides free heart screenings for teens. Help prevent sudden cardiac arrest in your family. Visit PeytonWalker.org.
As a trusted local community bank, Mid-Penn Bank offers options for families including Simply Free Checking, a young savers account, great rates on CDs and money markets, and an array of financing options, including mortgages and home equity loans. Stop in a Mid-Penn Bank branch near you or visit midpennbank.com to learn more. Gary Sutton, Todd McCall with you up here on the deck. Jeff Thompson roaming the sidelines. There's a couple of happy fans there right now. And there are some concerned Red Lion fans there at the moment for the game. Red Lion 2 of 16 from the field, 1 out of 3 for the three-point line. So they have 3 field goals in this game. And for Dallastown right now, you're in a position where you don't really have to play too much except against the clock.
I think Red Lion can just get some stops, get on the boards, and maybe push the ball a little bit.
Red Lion total man-to-man right now, and all of a sudden, Dallastown really showing their pedigree. As you saw Lily Jameson light up, she saw the man-to-man and said, let me have at that. Another look, not going to go. Red Lion just stone cold out there. Took to the other end and not going to go, but there she is, cleaning up again. Matthews, and she'll get fouled.
Matthews only a junior at 6'3", and I mean, there's no doubt that she is going to draw the college looks because she runs the floor well, finishes well. I loved what I saw her do on the last play where she went on the other side of the basket in that little Mikan drill. This is going to be an absolute great player next year. Lots of recruiting letters, I imagine.
Might try to get her a little bit more strength.
Yeah,
that's one of the areas that she, but she's a good one. And you look at Shaw on the other side, looks like kind of the twin tower, so to speak.
Very similar. Shaw being young as well, a sophomore, 6 foot.
Paige Fry back into the game for the Lions. Second shot up, that's no good.
She's going to cross her body a little bit, Matthews is, with that foul shot.
29-13, we're in the fourth quarter of this one. Red Lion down by 16, and look at that zone. That zone has just tightened in everywhere and out on the appropriate shooters.
They haven't had to do a lot. They've been able to pack it in and saying beat us from out there, beat us anywhere, really. Red Lion just struggles shooting the ball tonight.
Well, and the fact that they've never really been able to get into any kind of gaps that Dallastown has presented there. And they've also managed to put the crowd down here on their hands. You can see that. Dallastown has with that zone. Jay Rexroth is a master of playing that zone. I got to tell you, I watched him over at Dover with that thing, and it's not any different here at Dallastown. And again, the throwaway here by Red Lion, 18th turnover of the game. Been a tough night for the Lions. There goes Edwards. You don't really need anything right now except an inside shot like there.
And over a back call, going to go against Shaw.
And for Shaw, that's going to be her 4th foul. They know where they want to go right now, and it's inside to number 22, Matthews. So Ania Matthews. Shot up. That one's good.
She got that one. She didn't go across her body on that one. She just stayed straight up and down.
She's got 12 points in this one now, and she certainly has drawn the most attention, and she's answered the bell. She'll miss the second one. Red Lion covers it. No shortage of guts on the part of the Lions. These teams played hard tonight.
Absolutely.
The game for Red Lion right now is Jordan Foster. Trying to get something going. Baseline it goes, and Shaw's up and good. Nice job hitting the middle and getting to the baseline.
Everything worked well there for Red Lion. They got the ball and entry into the foul line area and down to the post. They went high-low in the basket, 5 foot away.
Only Shaw and Clunk have scored tonight for the Lions. Now watch, here comes the high, and then right along the baseline, you go wide open, and Shaw gets in there. Miller's going to get called for the foul. For Miller, that's only his first foul of the night. The player down on the floor.
I don't know what happened.
Shot was missed by Shaw. I'm waiting to see what the foul call is here. I think it's against Dallastown. And it is. It'll be against Matthews. That's her second. So Red Lion gets another possession here. Free throws 1 of 6 this half for the Lions. That's not going to win you a lot of games either.
You're right.
You said, though, it's a young team. And this is a year of kind of get reacquainted again with Coach Dimoff, I think. There's you got another drive, and that's what you see a little bit more of from Red Lion as Asia Eames gets fouled.
They're picking up a little more aggressiveness. Now they're getting to the basket a little bit more, Red Lion is. They're trying to say, all right, we know we've got to press ourselves, so they're down 15.
That one goes against Miller again. That's her second. Shot by Eames is up and good. That's the first player other than the names of Shaw and Clunk to score tonight. And Eames makes it good, 2 out of 2. So 14-point lead, still time, but you're going to have to hurry up. 4:10 to go in this one. We have our Giant post-game show coming up, and we'll have our Hoffman Ford Player of the Game and our Pizza Hut Play of the Game. And a timeout on the floor. We take one as well. 30-17. Dallastown leads it on High School Sports Live TV on ABC 27.
Hoffman Ford, just what you're looking for. Hoffman has it.
And at HoffmanFord.com, they make it easy to find the new or used Ford you've been looking for. Search nearly 500 new and used vehicles right at your fingertips. And when you find one you like, you can even get pre-approved by applying online. Plus, you can chat live or text a real person to answer any questions you may have. Start your shopping at HoffmanFord.com. They make it easy to get into a new or used Ford today.
Hoffman Ford, just what you're looking for. Hoffman has it.
Welcome back. 30-17 here in the fourth quarter. Red Lion down by 13. Dallastown up by 13. Let's go to Jeff Thompson down on the floor. Jeff, Dallastown has gotten a little bit more consistent. Their zone has never changed. They've done a great job of taking away the outside game for Red Lion, and Red Lion has not been able to answer the bell.
No, they sure haven't. And even Lily Jameson's gotten into the act with a really nice entry pass and a good layup. There's a little bit of life left in Red Lion. They scored the last couple buckets. We'll see what happens.
Here we go. Red Lion will be playing man-to-man right now, and they're going to be after Dallastown, so we'll see what the Wildcats could do. You get a sense that the guards for the Wildcats said, finally, we get to play one-on-one a little bit with this. But right now, you're playing keep away with 3:54 to go. You're really playing the clock.
Yeah, you don't have to do too much. You can just get high percentage shots 5 foot away. You don't have to start pulling from 20 foot away. You got a commanding lead here with 3 minutes to go. Be strong with the ball, pull through. Miller did there. Just pull through with the ball. It's what your coaches are saying. Control the ball. You don't have to force an entry pass either, and that's what happens. You force an entry pass, it's a turnover.
You don't need a penetrating pass here. What you need is to pass just outside and play against the clock. There's Eames over the top looking for Clunk. Clunk way downtown. Clunk buries it.
All right, Clunk getting a little going. That's her second of the game here.
Little life left. So Elaney Clunk with her second 3 of the night. He's got 11 points.
Jeff Thompson mentioned this game's not over. It's a 10-point game here. Let's see if you could do a little thing here, get the turnover thing going for Dallastown again. They turned the ball over a lot in the first half. 10 times in the first half.
They got 15 for the game, and now a foul in the back court. And the foul going to be marked up against Shaw, and that's her 5th. She'll head to the bench on that one. So a tough foul there for Coach Dimoff, but really you're looking outside right now for the Lions. That's a 10th team foul also, so Miller headed to the line. She has not been there yet tonight. She's got 6 points in the game. I always say that the double bonus makes the good free throw shooter great and the bad free throw shooter decent.
Decent.
Right. You don't have the pressure on that.
You don't have the pressure on the front end.
Right. Let's see if Miller subscribes to that. Now the pressure's off. So does she make the second one now? Shaw, by the way, leaves the game tonight with 7 points. Miller misses both. So the Lions still alive here, but they got to score fairly quickly. 3:15 to go, and you can bet Dallastown's going to be out on Clunk every time right now. You see Matthews out there and her with that long wingspan. You can't take a lot of time in your possessions here. Clunk again. Off the iron. Bangs behind. Back up, not going to go. Miller yanks it down. And Miller's going to get fouled.
Miller knows when she gets that rebound, which she's done her on the boards tonight. She's in double digits in the rebound category. She's controlled the defensive boards in particular. She knows she's got to brace for the foul, though, after she gets it.
Well, and Byler called for the foul. That's going to be her fourth. So you send Miller back to the line, who was 0 for 2 the last time just a few moments ago. Let's see if she can do a little bit better this time. 2 shots coming up on the double bonus. And looks pretty good this time. Dallastown team has a nice inside-outside combination.
They do. There's a reason they're winning the division right now.
The second one is no good. Dallastown won the first time over at Dallastown High School, which is about 5 minutes from here. The first time 40-25. This game very similar, even lower scoring than the last one was, and they thought that one was low. You've got to be looking for baskets here somewhere. It's taking too much time.
That's a good move. That was a good move.
And what a great block, though, by Samantha Miller. Just held her ground. The size for Dallastown just makes you adjust your shot constantly.
It does.
Eames with it. That's a tough pass to throw across court. You got a 6'3" person playing a wing out there.
And her arms just make her even bigger. I mean, she's got the long wingspan, and she will steal any kind of diagonal you try to make.
She's playing the back side of a 2-3, but she'll come up to the wing there when Klunk has the ball. It's interesting how they play that zone. It's almost like a matchup zone a little bit. Everybody's got to account for a person.
And it allows Matthews to cheat a little bit because they really, Redline hasn't really been a threat inside because they're so high offensively. Let's see where the guards are. The guards are playing 22 foot away. And it allows the Dallastown forwards to cheat and get up high.
There's another look. That's going to get knocked down again. Good look from outside by Jordan Foster. Her first bucket of the night. She's got a 3. We'll take a break. 1:50 to go. It's 31-23. Dallastown leads it on High School Sports Live.
Today's Advanced Hoops tip will feature Archie Smith, our speed and agility expert.
The block jumping drill is meant to develop the fast twitch jumping muscles in a young player's legs. This drill forces a player to jump constantly and should be fast-paced while clearing the block every time. Players will develop explosive jumping skills doing this, and it trains a player's body to jump quicker and have the endurance needed to jump in game situations.
The block jumping drill is one fundamental a player will learn in my class.
Red Lion in the middle of a 10-1 run right now, and 31-23, Dallastown leads it. That's 10-1 run since 4:35 of the fourth quarter here. So Dallastown needs to answer the bell right here and get it into some of their best shooters. And let's see what they got going on. Red Lion pressing everywhere. Red Lion up, and they get a steal right here, but it's thrown right back.
Tell you what, you get the steal you want coming out of that timeout. And they get it back again.
This game is not over. 17 turnovers now for the Wildcats.
They forced Dallastown into another turnover. You know, it's kind of reminiscent. We had Red Lion in football this year on High School Sports Live. It down 20-0 to York, come all the way back, win the game in the last 10 seconds on a touchdown, went on to win the division.
You're going to get a block call, so you get a chance to score. That's going to be the 7th team foul. So you get a chance to go to the line. Jordan Foster's come off the bench with a little fire, hasn't she?
She come in, drilled a 3. Now look, just kind of mixing things up a little bit. And right here, this is important for Redline because this is an opportunity for them to score with the clock stopped. A little spin around the waist there by Ames.
And Ames will not go. That's her first miss of the night.
Well, a big opportunity for Ames there.
You got either foul right here, and they want to, there's and wide open underneath. The big gal again. She continues to score 15 points now for Ania Matthews, who has a pretty good chance to be our Hoffman Ford player of the game. That Red Lion, you got to get it up quickly. Eames hunting the seam, can't find it. Marley Klunk. And there's Foster again. Foster on fire right now.
Where's she been? She just got in the ball game and hit 2 threes already.
Put me in, coach. I can score.
I'm looking at the roster and going, wait a minute, Gary, she just got in the game.
Jordan Foster with her second 3 here as Red Lion all of a sudden has found their position outside. Let's go down to Jeff Thompson. Jeff, this Foster girl's come off the bench here for Red Lion. She's igniting this crowd here at the moment.
Well, and that's very true, and the crowd is filling in, and she's playing to the crowd. What a shot that last shot was, and they definitely have a pulse right now.
Well, you're down 3 possessions here with 1:07 to go. It seems like the recipe is force more turnovers, get more possessions, and make some threes.
Hey, right now, since I just hit that last three, I'm coming out of this press. If I'm Red Line, you know what I'm going to do, Gary, and I know you've seen it before. I'm going to switch on everything. I'm going to switch and try to roll back and get a steal. And, Gary, I know you used to do that, tell your team to do that.
Yep.
I did it. I switched something up every time I come press out of this. Red Line, see if Red Line will switch on this. They're going to go cross to cross.
How about Red Line this half? Nothing out of nothing the first half
do
of threes. 5 out of 10 this half. You almost have to foul right away, don't you?
I would have. I would have probably fouled right away and put the freshman at the line. They tried to, but they didn't get a call.
Now you're running out of time. You got to make up 3 possessions here somewhere. You've got to foul. You've got to foul.
And they're yelling foul. Coach is yelling foul. They just didn't get it. Now they got to foul to Samantha Miller. She's the better foul shooter, though. I would have probably fouled Edwards out top, and they tried. They didn't get the call, Gary.
Well, the foul is going to be against Red Line. If they'd have waited 1 second longer, I think they had a turnover.
I think so.
That was Foster on the foul. First negative number she's put up since she's been in the game. So here's Miller. 47 seconds to go. She's one of her last 2. And in and out again. Miller 1 out of 5 tonight for the free throw line. 20 seconds went off that clock before they finally got the foul.
Miller usually shoots better from the foul line.
And Miller makes it an 8-point lead. Quickly down the court comes Red Lion. They need something, and they need it quick. Clunk doesn't even look at the basket because she's guarded so tightly out there. Here goes Eames. Eames up, not going to go. Hauled down by Edwards, Ashante Edwards, and then quickly down the other end. Up, good. That's just about going to put it away there. As Terrell in there for her 8th point of the night.
Somebody lost their assignment there, and Terrell just kind of snuck back behind him.
There you got Foster again. You do it 3 times. Foster, a senior, in there giving some quality minutes tonight. And now you got a push. And Red Line just stopping the clock there. The push against Riley Miller. Academic, her first foul. As we walk back to the other end, and Dallastown, who leads the YAIA right now at 18-2, 10-1 in the league, will go to 11-1, 19-2. And Red Lion will drop to 12-10. This will be their first loss in 7 games. So Miller, Samantha Miller continues to score. She's got 9 points, a chance to get in double figures here. She's got 10, so between the 2 bigs tonight, 25 points out of their 38.
And that's the difference.
There's Eames going in, lays it up. That's in good for Eames. But that is just about going to do it. 38-28. Dallastown wins it in a hard-played game here that got pretty exciting there in the final few moments. But Dallastown in control goes to 19-2, 11-1 in the YAIA Division I as they are looking to lock down that title and heading to the playoffs. We'll take a break. We'll come right back for our Giant post-game show. We'll announce our Huffman Ford Player of the Game and our Pizza Hut Player of the Game next on High School Sports Live TV on ABC 27.
Just what you're looking for, Huffman has it.
And at HuffmanFord.com, they make it easy to find the new or used Ford you've been looking for. Search nearly 500 new and used vehicles right at your fingertips. And when you find one you like, you can even get pre-approved by applying online. Plus, you can chat live or text a real person to answer any questions you may have. Start your shopping at HuffmanFord.com. They make it easy to get into a new or used Ford today.
Huffman Ford, just what you're looking for, Huffman has it.
Do you want to answer that?
Nah, I'd never with a kid in the car.
It's okay. I'm not here. I'm there.
Groff Tractor is your full-line equipment dealer representing Case Construction and many other leading brands, serving the total sales, rental, parts, and service needs of its customers. Groff Tractor paves the way for your projects from start to finish. With 11 locations, Groff Tractor is always close by your equipment needs. Groff also offers 24/7 field service. Groff Tractor is your #1 source for everything under construction.
Mom, can we have burgers?
Sure. Fries? Yep.
Milkshakes?
You got it.
Nutritious twists at prices you'll love. That's a combination you'll only find at Giant.
Save big. Giant brand roasting chicken drumsticks or thighs, 99 cents per pound. See store for details.
What were you thinking, Chuck?
You're not 18 anymore.
Is my leg supposed to bend like that?
6 months on the heating pad. I hope it was worth it.
I wonder if cartilage grows back.
Yep, that's gonna break right in half.
This looks so easy on TV.
Welcome back to our Giant postgame show. We have our Huffman Ford player of the game and our Pizza Hut play of the game. Gary Sutton with you, Todd McCall, Jeff Thompson, 38-28. We had a scoring fest there in the final quarter, guys. And it's interesting, Red Lion, poor numbers for the night, but 5 out of 11 for the three-point line in the second half. That really kept her in the game, Todd.
Yeah, Jordan came off the bench, the senior, and hit 2 of them. They were 5 for 11, but they're only 4 for 22 from 5 foot away many times. And that's where their struggle was. But, man, did they make a nice run in that last fourth quarter.
Both teams with tenacious defense tonight in the zone, Jeff, really caused the offensive woes that we saw throughout the night with a lot of turnovers for both teams.
I think you have to give credit to both coaches. Those zones were really tough.
I don't know if I want to see either of these teams during the playoffs. Dallastown ranked number 2, Red Lion ranked number 9. That may change after tonight a little bit. Dallastown now goes to 19-2 for the season, 11-1 in the YAIA Division I. For Red Lion, they go to 5-7 in the Division I, and they now go to 12-10. They've won 6 of their last 7 as they head for the playoffs. Let's take a look right now at our Huffman Ford player of the game. It may not surprise you, Ania Smith with 15 points was the real deal here tonight inside. She knows what she's doing around that post, guys. You see it time and time again, Todd.
Once the ball movement happened, they found a way to slide her inside. That's a nice Mike and drill move on the other side. This all started when the zone was softened a little bit by some outside shooting by Dallastown. They hit a couple threes when they needed to, but they went to the bread and butter 22 when they needed to as well.
Well, and Terrell really softened that up in the third quarter, as you said, Jeff, with those 2 threes, and all of a sudden the zone had to take a little bit different look and pay a little attention to that outside shooting.
It's amazing what 1 or 2 3-point shots can do to a zone.
Well, let's take a look now at our Pizza Hut play of the game. I'm not sure what it is. I'm always liking this, but I don't know what the play is, so let's take a look at it right here. And there is Miss Clunk, Elaney Clunk outside. A long family of Clunks have played here, I got to tell you. She's got a whole bunch of sisters that have played here, and one that played over at York Catholic over the years. Elaney Clunk with a 3. She had 10 points here tonight, but it wasn't enough to beat Dallastown. So Dallastown takes the season series, 40-25, 38-20 here tonight. Hey, guys, let's play 2. We got a boys game coming up right after this. We're going to take a break. Thanks to Jim Gallagher tonight, our stats guy, Chad Edwards, and the great Invicta crew. Of course, Todd McCall and Jeff Thompson. I'm Gary Sutton. We'll take a break. We'll be right back for the boys game. It's Dallastown at Red Lion, Part 2, here on High School Sports Live TV on ABC 27.
Under a new state law, all electronics must be recycled.
Welcome to the Dauphin County Recycling Center, where recycling is quick, easy, and free.
You may recycle appliances or even cell phones.
We're open 6 days a week, and recycling is as easy as 1, 2, 3.
Contact our helpful staff at the Recycling Center or visit our website for more information.
Help us protect our planet, because tomorrow does matter.
Hi, sweetheart.
Hey, you two, it's dinner time.
When Marcus and Michelle were starting their family, they came to the Pennsylvania Housing Finance Agency for their home loan. We're proud we could help Marcus, Michelle, and Mia. If you're looking for an affordable home loan or refinancing option, give us a call. We offer down payment and closing cost assistance too. Call us weekdays 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. or check our website. We're the Pennsylvania Housing Finance Agency. We help home ownership dreams come true.
My name is Monica. I'm an elementary school teacher.
My name is Mitch. I'm a graphic design specialist.
We have 4 children. Currently we have life and auto insurance with Erie. Our agent is helping us to move our homeowners insurance to Erie as well.
They've always been a good company and good customer service. If anything ever happens to me, my family will be protected.
Call Logan or Warren Stumpf at Capital Region Insurance Agency, 717-731-1142.
At Jack Giambalvo Buick GMC, everything we do is all for you. We're proud to serve the greater York area for years now with a knowledgeable and experienced sales staff, as well as our award-winning service team, all which take a back seat to our incredible deals, like the up to $9,000 you can save on a 2018 Buick Enclave or Regal. Stop in today and let us prove that we do it all for you at Jack Giambalvo Buick GMC.
At Pizza Hut, our original pan dough rises fresh every day, making it crispy on the outside, soft and chewy on the inside. And now you can get our original pan as part of the $6.99 any deal. That's 2 medium pizzas with any toppings, any crust, any specialty for just $6.99 each. Only at Pizza Hut.
We got the phone call that every parent spends their lives dreading. Life as we knew it and loved it ended at that moment. Our daughter had been admitted to the ER in full cardiac arrest.
We were eating breakfast and enjoying a cup of coffee. How does this happen?
Sudden cardiac arrest stole our beautiful, vibrant 19-year-old daughter's life that day. We didn't get to say goodbye, but Peyton left us with a vital mission to save as many lives as we can and to prevent this from happening to even one more family. Sudden cardiac arrest is the #1 killer of student athletes. Sudden cardiac arrest takes the life of one child every hour, every single day. Sudden cardiac arrest is the leading cause of death on school campuses. And you know what the really tragic fact is? Most heart conditions that lead to sudden cardiac arrest are detectable and treatable. Sadly, about 2% of children are walking around with undiagnosed heart conditions. We've learned so much since losing Peyton, and we are fully committed to increasing awareness and survival rates of sudden cardiac arrest because we don't want any other families or parents to live with the pain that we live with. The foundation embarked on its mission and got to work. Thanks to all of our medical partners throughout the area, we are able to screen hundreds of teens at a time, providing free EKGs, murmur checks, and free echocardiograms if needed.
While learning my son had a heart condition was shocking, finding out saved his life. The Peyton Walker Foundation has saved another family from heartbreak. Thank you.
My daughter Samantha was diagnosed with a heart condition. She had to have surgery. The only reason we knew she had the heart condition was because she attended a screening sponsored by the Peyton Walker Foundation. Attending that screening could have saved Samantha's life. We are so thankful to the Peyton Walker Foundation for everything they do. Thank you from the bottom of our hearts.
I'm just very grateful for someone taking something that was so painful for them and making it a positive for other parents.
At UPMC Pinnacle Cardiology, we are proud to partner with the Peyton Walker Foundation and provide free cardiac screening for the children of Central Pennsylvania. We urge all parents to have their teens screened at some point. You can and should want to take measures to protect your child's health. We are here to help.
Another important aspect of our work, the foundation actively donates life-saving AEDs all throughout Central Pennsylvania because we know AEDs save lives, and yet there is a critical shortage of AEDs available in our schools and communities.
Without warning, I went into a sudden cardiac arrest while walking into the store with my wife. The only reason I'm here today is another shopper started CPR. An AED was then used to shock me back. We need to have more people trained in CPR, and we need to have more access to AEDs in our community. The Peyton Walker Foundation is working hard to make this happen while saving lives in our community.
We relentlessly educate families and entire communities about sudden cardiac arrest, the signs and symptoms, what to do in an emergency, and how to save a life. We forge partnerships across the state to reach a broader audience and raise awareness.
The Peyton Walker Foundation was really something that came across our desk, and we knew immediately that it was the right partnership. Their mission is our mission, is to help kids and save kids, and we hope to have the partnership for a long time to come.
The foundation has provided CPR and AED training for thousands of mid-state residents. Our efforts are having a tremendous impact in the community by teaching these life-saving skills. But our work is not done. You can help by volunteering, getting your kids' heart screened, by learning CPR, or most importantly, by donating to the Peyton Walker Foundation.
Checking hearts, protecting hearts, saving lives. The Peyton Walker Foundation.
And we need you, so that no other parent will get the phone call that will change their life.
Today's Advanced Hoops tip will feature Archie Smith. Fasten your seatbelt.
To become a top defensive player, you need proper lateral technique. The cone-to-cone lateral slide drill will help a player practice getting quicker. It's important to keep the feet wide while the player is in a sit-down position with the back upright. When sliding back and forth, avoid crossing the feet or bringing feet together. Big focus on short, choppier steps. The lateral cone drill is just one fundamental a player will learn in my class.
I can really buy local produce at Giant?
Yep, brought it in from our backyard. Well, not my backyard, but close.
Sweet. Find out about our backyard at giantfoodstores.com/local.
Giant, the official grocery store of the Philadelphia Phillies.
Get all the benefits of a public school from the safety of your own home. CCA is an online public school that provides everything Pennsylvania students need to get started for free. Free laptop, check. Free textbooks and class materials, check. Help paying for internet service, check. There's never been a better time to make the switch. Enroll today at ccaeducate.me.
Groff Tractor is your full-line equipment dealer representing Case Construction and many other leading brands, serving the total sales, rental, parts, and service needs of its customers. Groff Tractor paves the way for your projects from start to finish. With 11 locations, Groff Tractor is always close by your equipment needs. Groff also offers 24/7 field service. Groff Tractor is your #1 source for everything under construction.
Just what you're looking for, Hoffman has it.
And at HoffmanFord.com, they make it easy to find the new or used Ford you've been looking for. Search nearly 500 new and used vehicles right at your fingertips. And when you find one you like, you can even get pre-approved by applying online. Plus, you can chat live or text a real person to answer any questions you may have. Start your shopping at HoffmanFord.com. They make it easy to get into a new or used Ford today.
Hoffman Ford, just what you're looking for, Hoffman has it.
I'm with Samantha Johnson from the Commonwealth Charter Academy. She is the director of the new aquaponics program here at Commonwealth. Talk about why this was created and the benefits it has for your students.
AgWorks at CCA gives students the skills necessary to enter the field of agriculture. It's a controlled environment system, so they learn about aquaponics, hydroponics, and aeroponics.
Students from all over the state benefit from this program that's located here in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. But I would think students from an urban environment would benefit tremendously because of the geography of where they live. Can you talk about that?
Absolutely. Students in an urban setting sometimes have difficulty getting fresh organic produce. In a system like this, they can not only learn how to grow it, they also can learn how to sell it.
Sam, talk about how unique Commonwealth Charter is providing this program for students. There doesn't seem to be anything like this out there.
Mm-hmm. We are the largest publicly accessible aquaponics system in the country. So our students come here throughout the state of Pennsylvania, but they can also log online in order to access our dashboard, see all the data within the system. We also have cameras throughout the system, so students all across the state can come ready to learn. The easiest way to learn more about our program is to go online to ccaeducate.me. From there you can learn more about our school and also more about how to volunteer and help out with AgWorks at CCA.
Welcome back to Red Lion High School. I'm Todd McCall along with High School Sports Live Director Charlie Fortney. Charlie, really excited to be getting into York play tonight. We have Red Lion, Dallastown, guys-girls doubleheader. And Jack Giambalvo has been a great partnership with High School Sports Live. And one of the things we're really excited about, not only are we excited about the games, we're excited about the big TVs giving them away. We got a big one coming up tonight. So some lucky fan, Charlie, I know that you spot them in the stands. Somebody might get hot tonight and win one of these TVs on behalf of Jack Giambalvo. Let's talk about it.
We got a student from the student section from Redline that's going to have a chance to win the 40-inch TV that Jack Giambalvo gave away. They gave one away at Central York earlier in the year. We've been giving away a lot of TVs. There's a lot of happy high school kids in the York area over the years watching a big screen TV in their bedroom, but might not make a lot of moms and dads happy. Right. But basically tonight they get to shoot an NBA three-point shot on behalf. It's our Jack Giambalvo halftime shootout. But I got to tell you, Todd, the games in York, it's like a throwback. Just the excitement, the crowd, the boy-girl doubleheaders, they're like throwback games. It seemed like here in York, there is a culture that this is an important event, and people like coming out to support their kids.
And they really do. And I mean, I think about football this year, Red Lion, we had a great York game, Central York on the docket. But Jack Giambalvo is a big reason that we're able to extend, or you're able to extend, your partnership and get here with High School Sports Live.
Yeah, and the York market is very much relevant to the Harrisburg area as well, because these teams play each other in the district playoffs. And we're real excited that coming up on February 15th, 14th, and 15th, we're going to be featuring the not only the Mid-Penn Championships, boy-girl doubleheader, but also the York Boys Championships. We're going to feature that on High School Sports Live, and we're partnering with Shooting Stars here out of York, who put some games, to do the girls game York Championship on February 14th. So the York Championships for girls and boys, February 14th and 15th consecutively, will be live on TV, and we'll have it at High School Sports Live.
Well, I'm Todd McCall and Charlie Fortney, and last thing I want to say about High School Sports Live is, as we've now extended into York, we stop for just a moment and we look around. And tonight, just a little forecast from you, the crowd is thick.
Yeah, it is. And the kids are excited. The fans are excited. Great senior night tonight, great crowd. Looking forward to this next game, the boys Dallastown versus boys Red Lion.
Well, we got a great game coming up. Come back to join us here at Red Lion. Red Lion, Dallastown boys game coming right up. Packed house, don't want to miss it. Back after these messages.
Man to man from here on out. Got me. Man to man from here on out.
It's real serious out there. I know a lot of guys, you know, a lot of your boys are out there dying. It ain't no joke. The grave ain't no joke.
I hear the wind blow, thought it's your voice I heard. I feel the raindrops are falling, I see the tears you shed. My mind is constantly...
My name's Joel Delgado. I've been here for about 2 years already. This program has really helped me through a lot. Home, out of the streets, basketball. Taught me how to be a better player, a better person. Helped me be a better man at home. I help my parents around the house now. Less disrespect at home. Working, helping my mother pay bills. This program just built me to be a better person and a better man.
The director, he came to me asking that I want to come and join this program, and I seen him at the Boys and Girls Club because I work there, and he told me about the program and what it's worth. It's a great combination. Like, I like learning about new stuff, and basketball is the thing I do on the side, but it helps me on just communicating with each other, because really I love doing both things, learning, playing, but I just want to become a great player and just have a great future. And there's a long way to go, and I just got to stick with and there might be bad sides, bad places, and good places. I'm trying to take the good path.
Met Gerald Jarman a few years ago, and he got to talking to me about Three-Star program, asked me if I wanted to get involved, and was very excited about the opportunity to work with young men here in Harrisburg and hopefully make a difference, make a positive difference in their lives.
I met Coach Jarman, and he asked me to be a part of the Three-Star program, so we looked at that, and of course you always try to clear your schedule for good things, and got involved, and it's just a great opportunity for anyone to impact lives. It's interesting, when I first heard about the program from the boys, they were talking about the mentoring, they were talking about just being together with friends, they were talking about so many great things that they liked about the program. And it actually took a while before they said, oh, and by the way, we play basketball.
I tell you, it's great. You see the young men come in as we begin the mentoring sessions. It's great to see just their development. It's great to be able to develop great relationships with these young men and just see them grow and prosper.
A lot of things in the streets just to help y'all out.
Can you tell them about it?
I got a lot of people that are here. I got into it, so I hope they learn something from here the same way I did last year.
Do you see any changes in them?
So far, yeah, a lot. Lots getting jobs, stopping a lot of things, becoming better people in here, better friends. It's helping a lot.
Yeah, I'll be here next year.
He got accepted to Duquesne and Bloomsburg on a full academic scholarship.
We're here tonight at Roland School, Harrisburg School District. This is the high school program. This is our 7th year. This is the one that's really established. This is the program. This is kind of like the mother of them all. 65 guys from the Harrisburg School District, teenagers, guys, you know, want to come out and play basketball and learn about life. Good thing is, you know, I don't know too many places in the city where you can go and get this many guys in one location, one place, from different areas in the city, uptown, from the Hill, from out the South, all in one melting pot. Probably in another setting, in another environment, these guys will be at each other. You know, it could be some friction, you know, so that's one of the things we're thankful for. You know, God has given us the grace to be able to do what we do. We're excited to be here. We have a great program. You're going to hear more things in the future, great positive things about the young men in the city. I believe that with all my heart, with all my soul. I believe that you're going to hear some positive things. There's a lot of negative things out on the media, and rightfully so. There's a lot of negative things happening in the city. But this is proof tonight, what you've heard and what you've seen, that there is some good that's happening. We want to highlight that. You know, it's a breath of fresh air to see and hear some of the testimonies, some of the positive reports we're getting, and you've seen it for yourself. So the best is yet to come, and I look forward to talking to you again sometime soon.
Welcome back to Red Lion High School. This is High School Sports Live in partnership with ABC 27 News. They're proud to present the Dallastown Wildcats and the Red Lion boys basketball here tonight in a York YAIA division battle. But more important, the battle of two towns. This broadcast is brought to you by our premier sponsor, the Pennsylvania Housing Finance Agency and Jack Gianvalvo family of dealerships. Good evening, everyone. I'm Gary Sutton. Alongside of me, Todd McCall, Jeff Thompson, the coaches. And we're so glad to be here tonight for this Army-Navy battle here. This time it's the boys' side of things, as the girls from Dallastown won the opening game 38-28. Dallastown has had an interesting season. They've been in a lot of close games. They've been up and down. They're 7-6 right now in the league, 10-9 overall. They're in 16th place in the district, looking to try to make a move maybe to get to the playoffs. And if they're going to do it, they're going to do it with Kobe Green here tonight, the player that makes them go, Jeff Thompson.
Kobe's a very exciting player, and so is his younger brother, Jaden. But, you know, they've got a team with Kobe and Nike. Sounds like a commercial to me.
Kobe and Nike, yeah, that might work out pretty well for Red Lion tonight. They'd like to have a Kobe and a Nike, but they got a pretty good sophomore named Devontae Dennis, who really makes them go, Todd.
Well, I know Devontae Dennis is not going to get to start tonight because it is senior night, but he'll come off the bench. It won't be long for Coach Schmill to bring him on. He's 6'5", but he plays a lot bigger. Got a long wingspan, gets up and runs the floor very well. But I think Steve Schmill, being a Mike Gaffey prodigy, I coached him many years ago, back when he was a 7th and 8th grader. I like what Coach Schmill has done with his team at 10-9, but right now it's playoff season. It's February. There's no room for error tonight.
On the other side, Coach Grassel wants to get his team a chance maybe to get to the district. For Red Lion tonight, they're 4-9 in the league. They are 10-12 overall, so they're in 21st. They're probably just playing to the end of the season here, and that's it. So this game is really important to them. Plus, all you have to do around here is say Red Lion and Dallastown, and everybody gets excited. We'll take a break. We'll come right back with more. It's High School Sports Live TV on ABC 27.
Mom, can we have burgers?
Sure. Fries?
Yep.
Milkshakes? You got it.
Nutritious twists at prices you'll love. That's a combination you'll only find at Giant. Save big. Giant brand roasting chicken drumsticks or thighs, 99 cents per pound. See store for details.
Hoffman Ford, just what you're looking for. Hoffman has it.
And at HoffmanFord.com, they make it easy to find the new or used Ford you've been looking for. Search nearly 500 new and used vehicles right at your fingertips. And when you find one you like, you can even get pre-approved by applying online. Plus, you can chat live or text a real person to answer any questions you may have. Start your shopping at HoffmanFord.com. They make it easy to get into a new or used Ford today.
Hoffman Ford, just what you're looking for. Hoffman has it.
What were you thinking, Chuck?
You're not 18 anymore.
Is my leg supposed to bend like that?
6 months on the heating pad. I hope it was worth it.
I wonder if cartilage grows back.
Yep, that's gonna break right in half.
This looks so easy on TV.
Everybody's here for you.
Every day, in every way.
We're here for you at every turn.
Cause it's your trust we're out to earn.
At Jack Gianvalvo Buick GMC, everybody's here for you, with great people to serve you and great deals to wow you. Right now, save up to $11,000 off MSRP on a 2018 GMC Sierra Double Cab 4x4. So come on down to Jack Gianvalvo Buick GMC.
Cause it's your trust we're out to earn.
At Jack Gianvalvo Buick GMC, better deals from a better dealer.
Come test drive the new Jeep on Stetler's amazing Jeep Trail.
During the Big Finish event, drive a 2019 Jeep Cherokee for just $199 a month. Yes, just $199 a month.
Drive better, drive Stetler at StetlerAuto.com.
My name is Monica. I'm an elementary school teacher.
My name is Mitch. I'm a graphic design specialist.
We have 4 children. Currently, we have life and auto insurance with Erie. Our agent is helping us to move our homeowners insurance to Erie as well.
They've always been a good company and good customer service. If anything ever happens to me, my family will be protected.
Call Logan or Warren Stumpf at Capital Region Insurance Agency, 717-731-1142.
Groff Tractor is your full-line equipment dealer representing Case Construction and many other leading brands, serving the total sales, rental, parts, and service needs of its customers. Groff Tractor paves the way for your projects from start to finish. With 11 locations, Groff Tractor is always close by your equipment needs. Groff also offers 24/7 field service. Groff Tractor is your #1 source for everything under construction.
Welcome back to Red Lion High School. Our starters being introduced at our Commonwealth Charter Academy visiting starters tonight. Kobe Green for Dallastown, a 6'3" junior, a guard, wearing number 0. Roman Owens wearing number 2. He's 6'3", also a junior. Kyle Richardson wearing number 3 tonight, a 6-foot senior. Maha Matapusi, Nike McGlynn, rather, is 6'2". He's a junior as well. And then finally, Jaden Green, the brother of Kobe Green, number 15, a 6'3" sophomore, starting for Dallastown, our Commonwealth Charter Academy away starters. For our home starters tonight, brought to you by OSS Health, we got Philip Douglas, a senior, wearing number 2 tonight. He's 6'2". He's a guard forward. Teron Patterson, wearing number 21, a guard, 6 feet. He's a senior. Zach Keener, wearing number 22 tonight, 6'2" forward. He's a senior. Zach Menser is wearing number 34, a 6-foot senior as well. He plays forward. And finally, Sean Gladfelder, wearing number 35, a 6-foot forward, also a senior as they celebrate senior night here. Remember, Devontae Dennis, a sophomore, will be coming off the bench, I imagine, fairly quickly here in the first quarter. Those, your OSS Health home team starters tonight for the Red Lion Lions and the Dallastown Wildcats. Another cat fight here, and it's the backyard brawl that you can throw away the record books here in York County when this game gets together, because these two will get it up.
You can. The crowd's here. And more importantly, it's on TV. You don't want to let your team, your home crowd, down in particular.
Not at all. James Johnson, Duke Slagle, there's a good name for a referee, right? Duke Slagle and Ken Brown, your officials here tonight for this one. Gary Sutton, Todd McCall, Jeff Thompson, our whole Invicta crew led by Chad Edwards, our statistician, Jim Gallagher up here. He was signing autographs here a little bit ago, and people know him as the super stat guy. And we're all ready to get this one underway here. It's Red Lion and Dallastown. First time around, Dallastown won 54-43. This is a Dallastown team that beat York High earlier in the season, right, 62-57 after losing 80-48. So they're a team that on any given night can knock you off.
No doubt about it. I mean, York was flying high in the division, not had lost a game, and went to Dallastown and lost one.
Red Lion with the basketball. And a throwaway, turnover right away.
Menser tried to give a high-low look and threw it away.
First turnover of the game now for the Lions. Kyle Richardson will handle the basketball here and now hand it off to Nike McGlynn, one of the great names of the season. It's a nice little inside screen. Green loses it. So turnover either way, and we're right back to where we started.
So 2 possessions, 2 turnovers right away. Let's see if Red Lion just settle down and run through their sets here a bit. Red Lion, excuse me.
Inside shot will not go off the hands of Menser. Quickly to the other end. Dallastown won't complete it. Off the hands of Kobe Green will go the other way to Red Lion.
Well, Menser had a good look at it. Just, missed 5 foot away. Didn't even hit anything with it. Got to use the square. Got to use the glass, maybe. Steve Schmill, great player at York College. Also, 1,000-point scorer, Paul Meyer Cougars.
Pretty good golfer, too. Good look, straight down the middle, and that one's going to go nicely off the hands of Zach Menser as he gets a deuce. He was on the line.
Just straddled the line there. I thought he had it.
Todd, best look in the house, though, right? Straight
it is
at the top.
Top of the key is the highest percentage shot because everybody shoots that in their driveway.
Both these teams very disciplined. Michael Grassel, of course, the coach on the other side, has done really a great job here at Dallastown. He has had his team in every game this year, except for maybe that York High game, 80-48, the first time they played. And now you're going to get a player control foul called against Dallastown. That'll be against Jaden Green, his first, team first. And the Red Lion fans are into this one.
Already you can tell that this game's going to have intensity from the get-go. Mensker got up. Mensker drew a charge and let the Dallastown team know about it, and they didn't like it. And then they got the Red Lion crowd behind it. So take a look at it. I don't know. He's so far under the basket.
Yeah, Metzger went in there and kind of, chopped a little bit. Or Gladfelder actually went in there and chopped a little bit. And so, yeah. Gladfelder looks like he might have made a tackle or two in his lifetime.
I would agree.
Looks like one of those players you'd see at West Virginia. You know what I mean? Really tough guys.
I would agree. I would agree.
In now for Red Lion, Nate Hodgkinson. Nate Hodgkinson, a 6'3" senior, getting his chance to get in there now. Coach Grassel and Coach Smale together over there, getting the explanation. And let's see what they're going to call here. I think they called a foul either way on this one.
It's a double technical.
So Menser's going to get one. Let's get on Jeff Thompson. He's got the story on this one. Jeff?
It was a double technical, and he brought the coaches together to try to create some order early in this game because they are fired up.
Yeah, both these teams right now not maybe having the seasons that they would like. Now let's take a look at it again here, and you'll see what happened. Here comes the drive. Gladfelder might, don't we have the Oscars coming up in a couple weeks?
Yeah.
He might have gotten an Oscar for that one, right?
I would agree. I would agree. Gladfelder took the charge and kind of, I don't know if it's really a charge. It was a kind of a.
I think the air might have knocked him down. I'm not sure.
Yeah, it was a skip move.
Yeah, that's one of those
ball.
That just didn't look like much of a charge. Oh, it's taken away by Dallastown.
And this press could hurt Red Lion a little bit.
Then a good tie-up, but the foul's going to be called against Red Lion and against Zach Keener. The fans are juiced in this one. 2-0. Red Lion leads it so far here in the early going. 6:08 to go in the first quarter. Second of two here tonight. So glad that you decided to join us on ABC 27 and High School Sports Live. Good piece of defense there by Red Lion, and somehow the turnover goes against the Wildcats. So 2 turnovers either way so far. We're going to get a timeout on the floor. We'll take one as well. It's 2-0, 6:03 to go in the first on High School Sports Live TV on ABC 27.
Do you want to answer that?
Nah, I'd never with a kid in the car.
It's okay. I'm not here. I'm there.
So Red Lion has the basketball, 2-0. They've got the lead. And we got a press coming full court, 1-2, 1-1, looks like for Dallastown. Gary Sutton, Todd McCall, Jeff Thompson with you. Jeff down on the floor roaming as he always does, like a big cat.
Dallastown trying to pick up that pressure a bit.
Nice pass. Oh, a nice block as well, and then tip back out of there, and Dallastown turns away Red Lion.
Jaden Green had a beautiful block on the other end. The 6'3" sophomore came across and swatted the thing. And Red Lion got 2 looks at it from 5 foot away and didn't make it capitalize.
Turn away and then a throwaway for Dallastown. Another wasted possession. Look at this move. Super pass there for Red Lion from Philip Douglas. Long look, corner, not going to go. Green tries to get the rebound, can't grab it. Hodgkinson does.
Philip Douglas just drilled it. Look at that, giving Red Lion a 5-0 lead and keeping that crowd here at home behind them.
How about Phil Douglas says, give me the ball, coach. I got a 3 here for you. Another turnover.
Yeah, they're gonna signal Nike McGlynn for the foul. He was pushing, using his elbow a little bit, pushed Keener out of bounds.
So McGlynn with his first, second team foul. Kyle Richardson back into the game now for Dallastown. You mentioned Dallastown won the first game 54-43 over at the Wildcats gym about 5 minutes from here. Ball's tipped out of bounds by the Wildcats. Will stay with the Lions.
Battle of the Cats tonight.
And turnovers are the name of the game here so far. And up and in on the other end for Michael Dixon just into the game.
Michael Dixon just pushing the ball, laying it off the glass.
And the Wildcats putting some pretty good pressure on Red Lion so far, then trapping pretty much everywhere, and another throwaway here for the Lions.
It's going to be important for Red Line to keep their dribble, split the double team if they can.
A long look will not go off the hands of Dixon. Chased down in the far corner, stays with the Wildcats.
Hats off to both teams. A lot of hustle on the floor tonight.
Kobe Green's going to get handcuffed on his way through the lane as he tried to slither his way through. Foul will be against the Lions. Marked up on Sean Gladfelder, his first team second. So at the line, Kobe Green. Leading scorer for the Wildcats, misses the first one. We saw the Wildcats earlier this season against Central and Central handled them that night like 64-46. So Central looked pretty good that night. They could do no wrong. And Dallastown had one of the nights they could do no right, and then a couple nights later they beat William Penn. Yeah,
one of the keys of that loss is Kobe Green. Now, Kobe Green is a guy that can really make him quick, and he got going again in that game against Central a little bit slower than normal, and he's going to have to really tonight. He's going to have to bring it early on, especially with this crazy crowd the Red Line has tonight.
Well, and again, it's Red Line and Dallastown because the two of them are just right next to each other, so the crowd from both places really into this one.
It's a long pass. That's a dangerous pass when you're being pressed.
Hard move to the basket. It's going to be a player control foul.
They're going to whistle Keener. I mean, Keener got a little aggressive, pushing the ball to the basket.
And that's a second foul on Keener. Dallastown held their ground. 5 turnovers both sides thus far. In the early going, not a number you're happy to see as a coach in the first quarter. Man-to-man.
Red Line playing hard, man-to-man. Good help there.
Good block as well.
Devontae Davis is now in the game for Red Line, playmaker.
Davis wearing number 3 tonight. Phillip Douglas with a pull-up. Phillip Douglas knocks it down again. Douglas with 5 points here so far out of the 7. 7-3, the Lions lead it. Got a wide open look.
He thought about it. He should have took the first shot he had, Kyle Richardson.
You know, it's funny. They dared Kyle Richardson to shoot that.
They did.
Double clutched. Anytime you double clutch, you're not going to make the 3. New players in for Red Lion. Randy Pfizer, a sophomore, 5'9". Also in there for the Lions, A.J. Verrata, a sophomore at 5'11", another guard. You know, this is, I would dare say for Red Line tonight, this is their championship game. Maybe a little bit for Dallastown too, but Dallastown still may have something to play for in the districts. But for both these teams tonight, this is a very important game, if not just to say bragging rights at the end of the season. We beat Red Line or we beat Dallastown.
Yeah, it is bragging rights, but more importantly, you know, you get a game, you get a nice crowd, you get on TV, you do not want to embarrass yourself. And both teams know that.
Both these teams, Coach Grassel, Coach Beals, excellent coaches. I mean, really get the most out of their players. Green lets it go, not going to, from Verrata, not going to go. Dallastown's got the basketball. Green trying to handle it at the end, gets double teamed. Green turns around, finds a way to score. Nice up and under by Kobe Green. He's got 3.
And here's the thing, when you get Green going and he gets clicking, he scores in bunches. He's a streaky scorer, but when he does, man, he gets on. He's tough to guard.
Pretty backdoor, not going to go off the hands of Dennis. And then back on that fast break again. That's 2 straight fast breaks. Cashing it in on the other side is McGlynn.
Dallastown now running the floor well. Red Line needs a good bucket here and a good possession.
Neither of these players are a dominating post player, so you got to look for this kind of shot right here and knock it down. That one will not go from Hodgkinson. Again on the break, and Green one-on-one. He's going to challenge, and will draw the foul against A.J. Verrata.
Right now the pace of the game is getting pretty quick, and I think it benefits Dallastown to be able to push the ball like this. Red Line struggling a little bit in this actual fast-paced game now.
And every time the shot goes up right now for Red Lion, Kobe Green is running out and cherry picking on the other side, so he's releasing immediately.
He's releasing immediately, and they can do that. And he did that. We saw him do that against Central York. He has that much confidence that his team is going to get the rebound, and they're not huge on those boards. So Red Line just needs to battle down and just try to get some offensive glass time.
Kyle Richardson will check out of there. The second shot up, no good from Green. He's got 4 points in the game thus far. 8-7 right now. Dallastown leads it. Good look downtown. That was pretty smooth looking right there. Off the hands of Devontae Dennis as he buries it. 6'5", sophomore.
It's a great shot in rhythm. Devontae Davis, that's what he can do.
10-8, 1:29 to go here in the first quarter. Pull-up shot, middle, nice job. Down by Michael Dixon, who's now got 4 points in the game.
Dixon showing what he can do a little bit with the penetration and pull-up.
10-10. That one a little rushed. Nike McGlynn's got it. There you got the breakout again. Dallastown likes to get people out right away and let them go one-on-one in that fast break. And another good look. Dixon come to play here tonight. He's got 6 in the first quarter. Only a sophomore, 5'10".
Smart play there was Dallastown didn't have the numbers. They pull it back out, and they're able to get a good bucket off of that. A lot of times people force the break.
Right to the middle. Good pull-up. Easy bucket. Dennis wide open, and all of a sudden Dennis getting involved. He's got 5 points off the bench. He normally is a starter, but he's looking pretty good right now.
Can I say Dennis is smooth? He makes it look easy. This kid is definitely somebody. We're going to be calling his name out throughout the mid-state for several years to come.
35 seconds to go in the first quarter. Coming up on 25 now. Dallastown looks like they want to work for the last shot. I want to see somebody go in at about 11 seconds. Just make me happy one time this year. Don't wait till 5 or 4 and then ice something up. Get a good shot.
So you start looking at it right around now.
There we go. He went at 11 seconds. Now you got a chance to get a good shot out of rhythm. There it is. Not going to go. Rebound Red Lion. Do they have enough time to get one off? They sure do. Racing to the basket. Up. Not going to get it, but he's fouled on the play. As racing on down there was Philip Douglas. He's going to draw the foul.
Here's what I like what Philip Douglas did. He managed to have court awareness. He also managed to look up at the clock, just a slight glance when he passed half court. He looked up and knew he had enough time to go all the way in, and that's why he's at the foul line. Great play by Douglas.
Heady play by the senior. He'll go to the line. Douglas with 5 points already here in the first quarter. Fouls with McGlynn. That's his second. And in and out. That's a big one because McGlynn's a key part of what they do here on Dallastown. Bean's going to take a seat. Checking in for him is Jaden Green, his brother. Keep it in the family. Here's Douglas back at the line again. Second one up. That's no good. So 2 pretty good chances missed right there. We're knotted at 12-12 at the end of 1 here on High School Sports Live TV on ABC 27.
My name is Logan Stumpf, and at Capital Region Insurance Agency, we take distracted driving very seriously. It's important for young drivers to know that texting while driving is actually 6 times more likely to cause an accident than drinking and driving. Cell phone use while driving leads to 1.6 million crashes each year. Nearly 390,000 injuries occur each year from accidents caused by texting and driving. And lastly, 9 people in the United States are killed each day as a result of crashes involving a distracted driver. I have the privilege of coaching these young men behind me on the court, but the best part of all is being able to influence them off the court in a positive way.
Teens need to realize the repercussions of their actions while texting and driving, because it doesn't only put their lives at risk, but others as well.
At Capital Region Insurance Agency, we partner with High School Sports Live to help bring awareness of the negative effects of distracted driving. To learn more, visit our website or give us a call today at 717-731-1142. Remember, if you take the call, you risk it all.
Breaking news, Team Pennsylvania AAU is now offering 4th to 11th grade AAU at the silver, gold, and showcase levels. Team PA is known for high school showcase and known for placing players in college. Advanced Hoops will focus solely on skill training by professional coaches. Players from all over Pennsylvania will be trying out on February 23rd and 24th for Team Pennsylvania 4th to 11th grade teams. Go to www.advancedhoops.com to see the tryout schedule. Let's head down to Jeff Thompson on the baseline with his thoughts about the first quarter. Jeff?
Well, 2 reserves, 2 sophomore reserves. Devontae Dennis usually starts, but he looks like he's ready for D1 right now with that frame. And Michael Dixon gave Dallastown a shot in the arm with 3 leak-out layups.
Dallastown 5 of 8 in the first quarter. Red Lion 3 of 9. Dallastown, though, 0 of 5 from the three-point line. Red Lion 2 of 5. That kept them in it. 2 of 4 for the free throw line so far for Dallastown. 4 turnovers for the Wildcats, 6 for the Lions, and we go to quarter number 2, and right away a turnover and a block! Wow!
Man, Douglas came back, hustled. He made a turnover, but he didn't stop. He's coming up a little bit soft on that left ankle. But, man, he beats the ball defense back, the offense back. And look at this. Look at this play.
Might be the
right
play
here.
of the game. Might be the best foul we've seen all season. Look at that.
Wow. Great play. I'm not sure about the call there.
He went up and blocked it. So back at the line now. Actually, first time there tonight will be Kyle Richardson. Richardson up and good. Dallastown team has been in a lot of close games this season, winning and losing. Thus 7-6 in the league and 10-9 overall. But they're a team to be reckoned with, a team you don't want to have to play on a given night.
Right, they've got a lot of athletic ability. They got quickness. They get up and down the floor well.
You know what both these teams really miss is a big body presence inside. That's probably the big thing. In 6A, you need to have at least one big body inside to help. And instead, they're running a lot of motion, a lot of stuff. They do a great deal of coaching.
And that hurts you when you get playoff time. You get in the districts, you got to have bodies, bigger bodies inside.
Underneath, great pass. Easy score. In for the deuce, Randy Pfizer in there, a sophomore.
Pfizer just knew where he was. Nice cut to the basket. They found him. Layup off the glass, high percentage shot. Basketball's easy. Scoring 5 foot away, high percentage shots. Steve Schmill's team doing a good job, Red Line doing a good job in their man-to-man defense. They're putting hands in people's faces.
They had a turnover again here for Dallastown. Long look, will not go. Tapped around. Yanked down by Owens, and then quickly to the other end, Green, Jaden Green, up, not going to get it, but the foul is going to be called on Red Lion, and that will be marked up against Alvarado. That's his second, A.J. Verada. We have a player in there for Red Lion right now wearing number 4, and we do not have that on our roster, so we're going to have to find out who that is. First shot up, good from Richardson. Maybe Jeff Thompson can find that number for us down there somewhere in the book. So Richardson trying to make it 4 for 4 tonight. And second one up is good. Net 4 points in the game for Kyle Richardson. And a 1-point lead for the Wildcats.
So important in these games when it gets tight like this and on the road. Converting from the foul line when the clock is stopped.
Philip Douglas just got back in there. Good to see him up. It looked like he might have hurt himself a little bit when he had that block a moment ago. So the Lions down by 2 right now, 16-14.
Red Line really looking for one here. You need to get a good possession.
Douglas takes a shot, will not go.
I don't think that's a shot you wanted. Douglas's turnaround.
Pulled down by Richardson, and Richardson just goes to the glass. No call. And then Red Lion is fouled in the backcourt. So Jaden Green picks up his first foul. Team third now against the Wildcats in this one. Game had a frenetic start, and it's kind of slowed down a little bit here right now in the second quarter. A little extra step right there, and then the tap in. Nice hustle by Dennis, and Dennis has 7 points in the game.
Boy, great court awareness. Dennis hustling and taps it in. He's so athletic.
Dennis pulls down the rebound, and Red Lion controls it again. They've tied it up 16-16 here.
That's Cameron Lindsay, number 4.
So Cameron Lindsay is number 4. Dennis looking to make a move right here. Pull back, step back. Will not go. Ball should belong to Red Lion here and will underneath their basket.
Let's see what Coach Mill and his team has underneath the basket. Great opportunities to score. Nice bucket underneath. They're going to go to that 1-4 cross look. Usually it's a screen for the screener coming out the other side, but
good look downtown, not going to go. Saved right here and back out to Nike McGlynn, and here comes Dallastown.
Dallastown will look to push, and they'll come out of it, and they'll go into the secondary break.
Nike McGlynn, not a guy you want to let wide open. We saw him earlier this season against Central. He can bury that shot all day long.
Yeah, it really wasn't contested. You got to get a hand in his face.
Just showed a step toward the player, and the player just stepped over. He said, okay, I'll take it. Cameron Lindsay inside. And then the block behind. I'll tell you what, the referees are letting them play tonight, too.
They are. I mean, there's some foul calls that I think, they are fouls. But if it's consistent, then most coaches aren't going to say anything.
Zach Menser back into the game now for Red Lion. We'll take a break. A timeout's called. 19-16, Dallastown leads it on High School Sports Live TV.
Today's Advanced Hoops tip will feature Archie Smith. Fasten your seatbelt.
To become a top defensive player, you need proper lateral technique. The cone-to-cone lateral slide drill will help a player practice getting quicker. It's important to keep the feet wide while the player is in a sit-down position with the back upright. When sliding back and forth, avoid crossing the feet or bringing feet together. Big focus on short, choppier steps. The lateral cone drill is just one fundamental a player will learn in my class.
As a trusted local community bank, Mid-Penn Bank offers options for families, including Simply Free Checking, a young savers account, great rates on CDs and money markets, and an array of financing options, including mortgages and home equity loans. Stop in the Mid-Penn Bank branch near you or visit midpennbank.com to learn more. Let's head on down right now to Jeff Thompson to get his thoughts here about this game thus far. Jeff?
Well, they are banging tough inside, and you guys are right. A lot of them aren't getting called, and sometimes it's the best thing that a referee can do is to swallow his whistle and let people play.
Bump and grind is what we call it here tonight so far, Todd, and that's the way 6A teams should be playing.
I would agree. I mean, I'm not going to say anything. I don't think either coaching staff is going to say anything when it's consistent. So, and these guys are very consistent tonight, so I don't see any difference. You just got to play through it. Square up, square yourself, and fight through it.
You don't have any big towers out there, so it's not obvious blocks or anything like that. You have a lot of guys, regular-sized guys, matching up against each other with some blocks, and so it's going to look kind of rough sometimes, but you let them play through.
That's a really tough shot fading away by Menser. You see a little bit of that hang time Michael Dickinson had as he hung through the area. 6 points. He got fouled across the bridge of his nose, but he managed to actually extend that play with a very varsity extension.
We've got a new player in there. He might be on our all-name team for the year. Like Uganupe. That's what his name's going to be tonight. It may change tomorrow. It might have been that yesterday, but it's tonight. Like Uganupe. And if I'm making a mistake of that, forgive me for the Uganupe family. So Dixon with his first miss of the night there.
Here's what I love to see. Look at this, look at this, look at this, just that time, that hang time. And if he doesn't get hit in the face, he's going to mic and drill that off the top of the square, and it's going to go in. And that is a beautiful extension. That is a nice play out of Michael Dickinson. Dallastown very athletic.
Michael Dixon misses the second one as well. So 6 points now for Dixon, 0 for 3 from the line. 19-16, Wildcats lead it. They're back in a 2-3 zone now. First we've seen that tonight.
Red Line's got to attack the gaps, keep the ball moving, look for skip passes and overloads. Good guard penetration, but threw it away.
6 turnovers now for the Lions. And then quickly out, again, as we've seen so many times already tonight, Kobe Green cashes it in the other end. Little strawberry picking time.
And what happens is if you don't rebound well out of that 2-3, if you can't get on your offensive glass, Dallastown's going to release early every time, and they're going to get a run out of that 2-3 zone.
Watch this passing. Nice pass from the wing to the baseline to the sliding cutter down the lane. Heading off to the line will be Zach Keener.
I mean, Dallastown switches up to the 2-3, not only to defend their basket, but more importantly, I think it's to run out of it. They know they're controlling the glass a little bit, and they release the two wings early all the time, so somebody's going to have to get back at Red Line.
So Douglas checks back in. Keener's going to get a second shot here. Raised the rim with the first one. All net in the second one. First points tonight for Keener.
So far in the second quarter, Dallastown's outscoring Redline 11-5. They need a stop. Redline needs a stop here before half.
Dallastown up by 4 right now. Back into the game is Sean Gladfelder, 6-foot senior. Long look, corner, not going to go. Look
Oh,
at that!
my goodness.
Up over the top. Hello, here I am.
Jaden Green is a 6'3" sophomore. Get that right, sophomore. Flying out of the air. Well, he flew above everybody.
And then a very quick shot. How about that? Gladfelder says, but I got an answer for you for the three-point line.
It's a big shot for Gladfelder, getting Redline, keeping him tight in this game.
First three of the game for him, first points of the game for him. Green, nice post up.
How about Green realizing maybe I can go on the block a little bit, and we didn't see him do that yet at 6'3", because really he's the biggest guy at 6'3". Look what he does right here. He gets on the glass,
Watch
or
him
on the
post.
block.
He knows what he's got. Now watch him put the guy right on his hip.
Well, that's that last three.
That was the last three we just saw.
Oh,
And then
my.
that's might be the play of the game right there, I think. Like Zion Williamson from Duke.
Sure did.
Getting up off his feet. So Green makes one, misses the second one, and then look at that. That's the highlight reel there. Where's ESPN?
Now right here, and if you're penetrating the gaps at all for Redline, you've got to make sure Davis is playing the point. He's got to make sure he's back, because Dallastown will run early out of this.
Got another look. Uh-oh, the big guy's got a touch.
Look out.
Sean Gladfelder, 2 out of 3 possessions, he nails the 3.
Big Papa Gladfelder saying, give it to me out there.
The big cat's got a soft touch, doesn't he? Now he gets
sure
called for a
does.
foul on the other end.
And I think
that might be his second.
Here, I think the haircut matches his personality, don't you? It's kind of, it's shaved up, but he's left a little extra on the top. Now he's pleading his case on the foul, though.
Not going to happen, though.
Big Daddy Gladfelder knocking a couple down. He got hot. I love to see a guy get hot like that, don't you?
Jaden Green back in the line. He's not a guy you'd think of as a three-point shooter.
No.
He's more of a guy you think of as a bruiser getting down there and post up. He says, no, I got some touch. I got a little finesse.
Now that he's got the hot hand, I guarantee he's going to call for it down to the other end again. You watch.
Jaden Green buries it. His first time to the line tonight. Gets the Wildcats to back up to a 2-point lead. 2:29 to go. Don't forget at halftime. We got the Jack Giavalvo halftime report. We got the Jack Giavalvo halftime shootout, or the Advanced Hoops halftime shootout, rather. We got all kinds of stuff going on. We'll have an interview with Kevin Lawrence, who's got a great story.
We have a lane violation, I think, on that foul shot. They're going to give him another one.
But this always works against you, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's the stuff that you get so frustrated as a coach. Even Coach Schmel is looking over at his team like, hey, guys, these are just, you know what, though? It separates the difference in making playoffs and things like that. These little mental turnovers and mistakes, it's, you know, coaches.
See, it always happens. You always pay the price.
Comes back to kill you.
You remember seeing lot? You're killing me, Schmales. You're killing me.
You're killing
That's
me,
what Coach is saying over there right now. You're killing me. You can't make a move like that. 9 out of 15 this half for the Wildcats. So they are getting to the.
Oh, my. Oh, my.
He says 3 in a row. Had a hot hand, Coach.
I told you he'd pull it again, and I know that right there was unwarranted pull. 26-23. The game's too tight to be pulling it 22 foot away.
Rebound by Dennis. Quick out for Red Lion. He had one there. He passed it up. Another look from the three-point land. That's not going to go. Red Lion falling in love with that tray.
Good D by Davis, keeping Richardson out of the lane.
Richardson is tricky.
He is tricky. He's hard to defend because he penetrates so well. He's got a lot of inside moves, too, for a smaller guard.
1:37 to go to the half. Here he goes again. Man, I don't know how you didn't get a foul call on that one. Back up it goes. That's not going to go from Mugadupe. And quickly, Red Lion gets it back. Now he's going to get a third chance at threes. Go. Cooled off a little bit. Dennis. Check there, Douglas with a shot. Another 3 taken. Is this one going to go? No. The 3-point has gone cold here for the Lions.
Hey, here's where you reconfigure. 109, and Coach Schmil is going to go to a set.
I'll get back into the game here, guys. The 3-point line is not the only place we shoot it.
They're going to screen on the ball, I think.
They're going to try to maybe get somebody open in the middle of the floor to create. There's Douglas. They're going to get it back to Dennis, maybe. No, Douglas says, I got it. Nice block coming across there to the weak side by Richardson. And quickly, here they go again. They're out there on the break, and they're scoring again as Roman Owens gets down there for his first deuce of the game.
Roman Owens woken up a little bit. Owens been a little quiet.
That fast break has been good to Dallastown here in the first half. Douglas. Pretty good look, and Douglas buries it again. His second three of the half. He's got 8 points. Back to 2 points it goes. 17 seconds to go till the half.
The 3-ball keeping Red Lion in it.
I think you got to start winning right now. And see, they're waiting. Richardson kicks it out. They're going to go for the 3. They got it. Great look to Roman Owens. And that is it, 31-26 at the half. Stay tuned for our Jack Giambalvo halftime report and our Advanced Hoops halftime shootout coming up next on High School Sports Live TV on ABC 27.
Guys, I'm here with Dr. Abby Kelly from OSS Health. She's a sports medicine doctor. Abby, you've seen your share of concussions in the office. Let's define what is a sports concussion.
A concussion is defined as a functional injury to the brain versus a structural injury like a brain bleed, stroke, things like that. So, you can either get hit in the head and sustain a concussion, or you can get hit in the body, which causes a rotational force to the brain. The brain rattles inside of the skull, causes an injury really at the cellular level.
Talk about what the signs and symptoms are of concussions.
Some key signs and symptoms of concussion include headache, dizziness, sometimes vision changes, nausea, even vomiting sometimes.
Let's talk about how you treat concussions.
Brain rest is the treatment for concussion, at least in the initial stages.
What is the return to play, the protocol for that?
I have them repeat what's called an impact test. The athletic trainer will take them through a 5-day return to play protocol.
You have 2 little girls yourself, and you were an athlete at Dallastown.
As a mother myself and kids that I anticipate will be involved in athletics, it's extremely important to get the word out on concussion and educate people.
Today's Advanced Hoops tip will feature Archie Smith. Fasten your seatbelt.
To become a top defensive player, you need proper lateral technique. The cone-to-cone lateral slide drill will help a player practice getting quicker. It's important to keep the feet wide while the player is in a sit-down position with the back upright. When sliding back and forth, avoid crossing the feet or bringing feet together. Big focus on short, choppier steps. The lateral cone drill is just one fundamental a player will learn in my class.
Welcome back to our Jack Giambalvo halftime report. Let's go down to Charlie Fortney. He's got an expectant young shooter right now ready to go with the Advanced Hoop Shootout.
Yeah, not only are we here tonight for the Advanced Hoops Jack Giambalvo halftime shootout, we have Stanley Dye that's going to get ready to shoot a three-point shot, a little further, more like a college three-point shot. If Stanley makes his shot, he wins a 40-inch TV. His parents might not be happy him watching TV all the time in his bedroom, but Stanley, let's give it a shot. Let's take a shot and see if you can make it, Stan. Fans, let's give it up for Stanley. Oh, okay, good try, Stanley. Let's give it up for Stanley, a round of applause. All right, now we're going to go to our Jack Giambalvo halftime report. We'll be back after these messages.
All across Pennsylvania, families are living their lives in their own homes. Not long ago, none of these families believed it possible. And then they discovered there was someone who could help. What was once only a dream is now a reality. Welcome home.
Get all the benefits of a public school from the safety of your own home. CCA is an online public school that provides everything Pennsylvania students need to get started for free. Free laptop, check. Free textbooks and class materials, check. Help paying for internet service, check. There's never been a better time to make the switch. Enroll today at ccaeducate.me.
Mom, can we have burgers?
Sure. Fries? Yep.
Milkshakes? You got it.
Nutritious twists at prices you'll love. That's a combination you'll only find at Giant.
Save big. Giant brand roasting chicken drumsticks or thighs, 99 cents per pound. See store for details.
I got the phone call that every parent dreads. Our beautiful 19-year-old daughter Peyton had died. Sudden cardiac arrest had ended her precious young life. This #1 killer of student athletes and leading cause of death on school campuses attacked our family. Many heart conditions that can lead to sudden cardiac arrest aren't found during routine physicals. That's why the Peyton Walker Foundation provides free heart screenings for teens. Help prevent sudden cardiac arrest in your family. Visit PeytonWalker.org.
Welcome back to our Jack G. and Balvo Family of Dealerships halftime report. Dallastown leads at 31-25 over Red Lion here at Red Lion High School, and we're happy to bring you our report here at halftime. So the first half, thoughts on that, Todd? First of all,
well, I think I think the pace of the game at one point got a little bit out of hand for Red Lion, but you know what kept them in the ball game was Douglas hitting a couple threes and Gladfelder hitting a couple threes, and that's kept it close for Dallastown. They're getting in, they're getting up and down the floor, and that's been a difference.
We talk about Dallastown too. 7-5, 4-5, 6-4. The score in the first half, so really balanced scoring. On the other side, you have this kid, Dennis, that came into the game with 7 points, shot off the bench, and Philip Douglas with 8 points. They're really carrying the line so far.
Well, so far, and one thing I noticed on the court, these kids know each other because there's a lot of talking going on between the two. When Gladfelder hit that second shot, he was an orator. He just talked to number 15 because 15 had just dunked on him.
Let's take a look at our Highmark highlights here at the half and see what we have going on. We had some pretty good plays here in the first half. Dallastown breaking out with a lot of fast breaks. Todd, take us through it.
Well, more importantly, here's what happens. Shot, if that goes, that's great. Well, if that misses, Dallastown gets out and releases early a lot of times. So Red Line's got to make sure somebody's back. And a lot of times it's one of the point guards like a Douglas or somebody like that who's not getting back, or Davis. Douglas got hot and hit a couple, and that really kept Red Line in the game. But see, that's a release early right there. And when they release early, it is the job of whoever penetrates somebody. The wings got to rotate back, and that's an adjustment I'd be making at halftime. We are not rotating back properly. Red Lion's going to need to do that. Look at that. That young man at 6'5" and a sophomore is a player.
Now, they had a heck of a player. There you see Nike McGlynn says, I take a shot? No? Okay, I'll step back and hit this. But then you see on the other side, the big guy off the bench. We're talking about Gladfelder hitting 2 in a row, and then another one from this side says, I got it, Coach. I'm hot.
This is a good look right here for Douglas.
Phil Douglas
nice skip pass.
Had a couple threes the first half. And the long shot downtown, that coming off the hands of Roman Owens, who got hot at the end of the half. He had 5 points. And so there you have it at the half. Right now, our Capital Region AT&T halftime stats coming up here in just a moment. But, you know, when you look at the second half, what do the two teams need to do? First of all, Todd, let's take a look at Red Lion.
Red Lion's just got to make sure that they've got to get on their own glass, and they've got to rotate back. That's the biggest issue right now because it's giving easy buckets for Dallastown.
On the other side, you're looking at Dallastown. What do they need to do, Jeff?
Well, I think they got to do what they did in the first half. Keep running, kick it out, and go.
Let's take a look at our Capital Region at AT&T halftime stats right now. And we're going to give you our back there just for a second. So we'll take a very quick break. We'll come right back here and give you our halftime stats here on High School Sports Live TV at ABC 27.
Groff Tractor is your full-line equipment dealer representing Case Construction and many other leading brands, serving the total sales, rental, parts, and service needs of its customers. Groff Tractor paves the way for your projects from start to finish. With 11 locations, Groff Tractor is always close by your equipment needs. Groff also offers 24/7 field service. Groff Tractor is your #1 source for everything under construction.
I got the phone call that every parent dreads. Our beautiful 19-year-old daughter Peyton had died. Sudden cardiac arrest had ended her precious young life. This #1 killer of student athletes and leading cause of death on school campuses attacked our family. Many heart conditions that can lead to sudden cardiac arrest aren't found during routine physicals. That's why the Peyton Walker Foundation provides free heart screenings for teens. Help prevent sudden cardiac arrest in your family. Visit PeytonWalker.org.
Welcome back to our Jack G. and Balvo Family of Dealerships halftime report. I'm here with Kevin Lawrence, who is a York Area League official, an outstanding one. He's been in the big game up there at the Giant Center a few times. He also is a former coach at Susquehannock, and he's a baseball coach here at Red Lion. But he's up here right now to talk a little bit about a very good project that they have going on here in the York Area League. Tell me a little bit about it, Kevin.
Well, Gary, I have absolutely no reason to believe that coaches don't love their families as much as anybody else. But it's a euphemism every time you hear a coach or you read that a coach has stepped away to spend more time with their family. They're not. And someone needs to tell the truth about that. They're stepping away because they're being harassed on social media, screamed at from the stands, called and texted at home, and having their spouses and their children tormented over decisions they've made regarding playing time. So we're trying to celebrate those coaches and teachers who have had a very meaningful impact in the lives of young people, and everyone has one.
And you're doing a little something right now to try to highlight coaches here in the league, right?
We are. In fact, not only across the league, but across the state and really around the country, we've received submissions from New Jersey and Delaware, New York, Virginia, Florida, California. They can send their story to coachandteacherimpact@gmail.com. You just write it up, what it meant to you, what a teacher or coach did for you, and we're going to include it in an anthology that we're putting together to celebrate those lives.
Coachandteacherimpact.com. Good stories about coaches, good stories about officials, good stories about the kids as well. Thanks so much, Kevin. Appreciate you joining us.
Gary,
good luck down the trail,
me.
buddy.
Thank you very much.
Kevin Lawrence with us up here at the half. We'll take a very short break. We'll come right back, and we'll get started with the third quarter here on High School Sports Live TV on ABC 27.
At Jack Giambalvo Buick GMC, everything we do is all for you. We're proud to serve the greater York area for years now with a knowledgeable and experienced sales staff, as well as our award-winning service team, all which take a back seat to our incredible deals, like the up to $9,000 you can save on a 2018 Buick Enclave or Regal. Stop in today and let us prove that we do it all for you at Jack Giambalvo Buick GMC.
Dallastown back with the basketball as we start the third quarter here. 7:34 to go, and we'll take a look at those stats here when we get a chance for the first half. 31-26, Dallastown leads as we start the second half. Of course, our Capital Region and AT&T halftime stats, and there you see them, Todd. What jumps out at you there, I think, when you look at the three-point line, that's been huge so far for the Lions.
That's what's kept them in the ball game. I mean, they're 5 for 19 from the two-point range. They've missed a couple bunnies early on in the game, too. Free throw-wise, they've got to get to the basket a little bit more. That's why they're 1 for 4. And you know, the score is the indication of what you just saw on the board there.
Well, they doubled up Dallastown on turnovers too, 8-4. Dallastown had turnovers early and then got real smooth with the basketball. There's Dennis with a turnaround. Man, Dennis is looking good.
There's a lot of things he can do. I mean, he just keeps impressing me.
Made a little step-back move there in the lane kind of after initiating the contact and stepping back and burying the two. He's got 9 points in the game.
I venture to say he's one of the best players in this division that we've seen. And we've seen 4 teams in this division this year.
And only a sophomore. Look downtown, Banks open, Nike McGlynn buries it.
That's his second of the game, and I mean that one he had to call. I mean, he just used all of the glass.
Nike McGlynn with 8 points. It is Tuesday, right?
Yeah.
Banks open
That's
late.
Right, I think it is.
Oh, and a little miscommunication that time as you had a backdoor look, and A.J. Verrata was heading backdoor, and Mr. Dennis said, I don't have it. It's interesting to talk there with Kevin Lawrence about so many coaches getting out of it now. You know, we didn't deal with social media too much when we coached, but now the social media has been tough on a lot of coaches and officials and players. A different world now.
You know, that last few years I coached, one of the things that killed me, there used to be a pin live thing where you could kind of
I remember that.
Rate the coaches and berate the coaches, but people would berate you, but they wouldn't put their name on it. It was a nickname.
Yeah.
And it never stood any ground with me. I said, if you want to say something, why don't you just ask me?
Boy, what a post up there by Kobe Green. How about it?
That's a great post up, great play, but really it is. It's moving people out of the game because people can just say what they want. And, you know, do you understand what high school coaches get paid? Gary, you and I know this all too well. Based on the hours, if they had a part-time job, they'd be making a whole lot more money.
Second foul on Menser, and Green not able to complete the three-point play. Red Lion with the basketball.
And I think people across the mid-state and across the area, across the 50 states got to realize this. You do this for the love of the game. Here's a guy right here, though. I'm anxious to see what they do. If they look at any clear-outs for Davis at all, they're going to give it back to Menser, though.
Dennis doing some posting up right now. He's going to pick and roll here. Downtown, how about that one? Nice look off the hands of A.J. Verrata, his first tray of the night. That's a 6-3 in the game now for Red Lion. And a jump ball on the other end. The ball will go back over to the Lions, so a turnover here, the 5th in the game now for Dallastown.
All right, down 5, Red Lion with the ball. This is big possession, 5:33, because the time's ticking away pretty quickly with teams right now. So if Red Lion needs to get a good look. And Coach Schmiel has some good sets. I saw UCLA cut right there into a flex cut sometimes, or box-to-box screen. And they threw it away.
Too many of those, and they're Verrata's trying to get a call. But the official said it was tipped. And the officials say not tonight. So another turnover here for the Lions. That's number 9 now for them.
I like that offensive set, though, that Red Lion does.
They had a guy wide open for a layup underneath. Green really posted up inside here and taking over. Can't make that one go, and Dennis pulls down the rebound. You know, Dallastown likes to break that one player out and run. Red Lion, not so much. They're pretty content to be a half-court team.
It's more of a controlled break, too, yeah, when they come up the floor. Good movement, though, offensively for Red Lion.
A lot of motion. Good man-to-man defense here by the Wildcats. And Dennis again, and is he ever smooth. So Dennis with another deuce, pulls it within 3. Got 11 points in the game now.
Devontae Dennis, I meant to say. I said Davis once there.
Living up to the cred.
Dennis he's a great player.
Good sets here by Dallastown as well. There's Nike McGlynn, kicks it off corner. Good look, another 3 right out of the offense. This is fun watching. That's Kyle Richardson, his first bucket of the night, believe it or not. He's had 4 free throws to go with it. He's got 7. You're watching 2 coaches that really can coach. I mean, their players are running sets. They're doing good things.
Yeah, they do. They did just quality coaching down here in York County. I mean, and both these guys have great backgrounds.
You don't tend to get the really big players for whatever reason. You know, in the mid-pen, and even the mid-pen this year, we're not seeing the big bodies like we've seen in the past.
You're not. It's like the big guys. It goes in spurts.
Right.
And you get the big 7-footers and guys slightly under that.
4 lead changes, 4 ties. The last lead for Red Lion was a 10-8 at 138 of the first quarter. And they've been climbing uphill ever since. Got a clear out right here for Jaden Green. It's not going to go. Watch Kobe Green. He has posted up constantly, and another turnover. Turnover number 6 now for the Wildcats. Look at Dennis. Won't get that one, but following it up and doing a great job is Zach Keener. Zach Keener with his first bucket of the night. He's got 3.
Cutting that lead down 4. Keener going to the glass.
Kane's got a nice rhythm to it, doesn't it?
Yeah, no doubt about it. Oh, my goodness.
Nike McGlynn with his 2nd off the backboard tonight. His 3rd 3 of the game. His team is up 7. We take a timeout. Red Lion, Dallastown leads it rather 42-35 on High School Sports Live TV.
Under a new state law, all electronics must be recycled.
Welcome to the Dauphin County Recycling Center, where recycling is quick, easy, and free. You may recycle appliances or even cell phones. We're open 6 days a week, and recycling is as easy as 1, 2, 3.
Contact our helpful staff at the Recycling Center or visit our website for more information.
Help us protect our planet, because tomorrow does matter.
Breaking news, Team Pennsylvania AAU is now offering 4th to 11th grade AAU at the silver, gold, and showcase levels. TPA is known for high school showcase and known for placing players in college. Advanced Hoops will focus solely on skill training by professional coaches. Players from all over Pennsylvania will be trying out on February 23rd and 24th for Team Pennsylvania 4th to 11th grade teams. Go to www.advancedhoops.com to see the tryout schedule. Back underway here, 42-35 lead. Dallastown is 3 out of 3 from the three-point line in the second half. How about that?
Yeah, and they went back to the 1-2-1-1 full-court press, and they got a turnover out of it. Red Lion turned it over, giving it back to them.
11 turnovers now for the Lions in this one. 3 turnovers this quarter alone. McGlynn again. He's not going to bank this one. Feast or famine. Bank it or air ball. Barada kicks it. Long look. Will not go. And then Barada coming in from out of bounds said, oh no, look what I found.
He tried to make an acrobatic play, but he was out of bounds coming in. Douglas got a good look at it. He's generally hits that.
Michael Grassel's team, one of those teams just going to sneak up on you now and then.
You're right.
You don't realize just how athletic they are. And again, miscommunication here for the Wildcats. They've got 7 turnovers now. Largest lead of the game right here at 7 points for Dallastown. Red Lion would love to carve into this. 2:13 to go here in the quarter. A little different look here for the Wildcats.
Yeah, a little half court, just trying to slow Red Lion's pace up the floor a little bit.
Foul on Jaden Green. That'll be his second. So Green picks up his second into the game for Dallastown. Kurt Dahlmeyer, first time tonight. Dahlmeyer, a 5'11 sophomore.
Look at that.
Great pass.
And it's out of an offensive set to go 5 foot away.
Boy, I'll tell you what, that was just a perfect entry of a pass. And Dennis missed his first shot, but got his own stick back. Dennis now with 13 points in the game, and another turnover here for the Wildcats. Number 8. Pull up, shot, good. Dennis on fire. He's got 8 points this quarter, 15 for the game.
And he makes scoring look easy. He can do it in bunches.
It's very smooth. He doesn't look like he's really even trying. You know he is, but he just makes it look that good. They've been trying to post Green up a lot right here. Todd, one of the things that both these teams do so well is they play great defense. There's Green posted up again.
They have gotten after it tonight, and that's been very fun to watch.
What a good break by the Lions. Not going to go. Followed up. Back in again. Johnny on the spot. In this game, Phillip on the spot. Phillip Douglas, 10 points for him. Down by 1 now for the Lions, and they're going to get a foul called against the Lions on the other end as Dallastown quickly tries to answer.
Well, 1-point game now, and Dallastown went right back to the push to get it down the floor. When they do that, good things happen for them. They either get to the line or, again, Dallastown needs to continue to look to push it like they've been doing.
They release Green. He's got 9 points in the game and looking to get number 10 and 11 here if he can. He'll get 2 shots. First one is up. He's got 10 in the game. Back in for Red Lion will be Zach Keener. Kobe Green, a 6'3" junior. He'll be back in next year, as will his brother, who's got the highlight reel show so far tonight. 11 points now for Kobe Green. And back to a 3-point lead. It goes for Dallastown. Under a minute to go here in the third quarter.
Oh, I don't know if he took an extra step there. Dennis.
That was a little Euro and Asian step all together, right? Got away with it. But there again, he looks so smooth doing it. I think he might put the officials to sleep sometime.
Oh, that's a long pull.
That was a long pull, not really set that time. Quickly, Dallastown to the other end. They get their own chance at 3. That's not going to go. Pulled down by Barada. 30 seconds coming up right here.
A good look here. You want a good look. Coach Schmill wants him to play for the last shot. He wants a good one here, and I can't blame
here
him.
For Red Lion. Really spreading it out here, trying to get something maybe for Barada to create and kick to Dennis, or Dennis just going to take it.
I believe Dennis can take it.
Remember the old days, you go 1-4 flat to the baseline? And Dennis gets some respect as he drives the middle. He'll be fouled.
And at 1-4, you can look. That look is when you got a guy like Dennis, you can do that. You can highlight him and let him go off the dribble a bit, especially that Dallastown's gone back to that man-to-man.
Foul on Liki Ogunupe. He'll be his first, team second. So here you have a chance now with 11 seconds to go. Dennis is in the corner. Dennis over the top. Look at that move. Dennis gets it again himself, puts it back again. His 10th point of the quarter. Down by 1. Here comes Dallastown right back to answer and draws the foul with 0.4 seconds to go.
Yeah, they're going to whistle Keener for the foul. But see, that's what Dallastown can do. Just they get the ball and they go. And at that point in time, it makes it very tough for Redline because they can be redlined down the floor.
But if you're redlined by now, you got to kind of know that. I mean,
Right.
you played far enough in the game now. You got to have someone back. Look at this. Right away, they drive hard to the basket, and Richardson back at the line, where he's 4 of 4 so far tonight, and he keeps it perfect here. Richardson with 8 points in the game. And the Red Lion faithful over there. Not too happy to see Mr. Richardson shooting right now. And Richardson 5 for 5. 9 points for Richardson. Edge of the quarter. 46-43. Dallastown leads it. We head to the 4th on High School Sports Live TV on ABC 27.
Under a new state law, all electronics must be recycled.
Welcome to the Dauphin County Recycling Center, where recycling is quick, easy, and free. You may recycle appliances or even cell phones. We're open 6 days a week, and recycling is as easy as 1, 2, 3.
Contact our helpful staff at the Recycling Center or visit our website for more information.
Help us protect our planet, because tomorrow does matter.
Just what you're looking for, Hoffman has it.
And at HoffmanFord.com, they make it easy to find the new or used Ford you've been looking for. Search nearly 500 new and used vehicles right at your fingertips. And when you find one you like, you can even get pre-approved by applying online. Plus, you can chat live or text a real person to answer any questions you may have. Start your shopping at HoffmanFord.com. They make it easy to get into a new or used Ford today.
Hoffman Ford, just what you're looking for, Hoffman has it.
Get all the benefits of a public school from the safety of your own home. CCA is an online public school that provides everything Pennsylvania students need to get started for free. Free laptop, check. Free textbooks and class materials, check. Help paying for internet service, check. There's never been a better time to make the switch. Enroll today at ccaeducate.me.
46-43, we head to the 4th. Let's head down to Jeff Thompson on the baseline. His thoughts on the 3rd quarter. It was Devontae Dennis time there, Jeff.
Well, Nike McGlynn hit a couple threes, but Devontae, when he throws the ball off the backboard, he gets it. And he did it twice where he got 2 or 3 rebounds. Very impressive young man. And a 10th grader?
In the quarter, Dallastown 3 of 6 from the three-point line. That carried them. They only won 1 out of 6 from the field, but they were 4 out of 5 from the free throw line. 3 out of 6 from the three-point line. And 17-15, though, Red Lion outscored them in that quarter. Red Lion did it by going 7 out of 11 from inside the 3, so they got it done the right way. Now they're showing a little bit of a kind of odd-looking trap out of a 1-3-1.
Yeah, they're going to extend their 1-3-1. I like the look. I think it's a great mix-up for Coach Smell to throw that at him. And could you go put Dennis on top of the key, but right here they beat you inside.
There's a problem when you don't have someone accounted for in there. And there it is, Kobe Green again, who just does a great job around the post. He's got 6 points here in the second half, 13 for the game. Oh, and a bad handoff there for Red Lion. What a pass. Just a great pass off there.
And out of that turnover, then it's his direct push. And they beat you up the floor, so they get high percentage shots called layups.
Dixon with 8 points now, but give 2 in your heart there to Kyle Richardson. Verrata somehow finds a way to get that up and under. Great play by A.J. Verrata. He's got 5.
Verrata on the other side of the backboard using the mic and drill a little bit.
Dallastown's had that working lead, though, of 5 to 7 points most of the second half. Red Lions close it to 1, but can't get over the top. Start thinking about our Hoffman Ford player of the game. Kobe Green inviting them to come out and let him create a one-on-one, and Red Lion not buying. I think we already know what the Pizza Hut play of the game is, right?
Yeah, there's no
Unless
doubt
something
about
gets beat here.
Jaden Green's dunk, follow-up dunk.
Kyle Richardson with the basketball. Dallastown just kind of going into an old style, the old kind of double high post style a little bit here.
And right now, I mean, it's
interesting.
It's interesting early as it is, but
look at that though. Underneath, Green doesn't get in good position on. I think he might have stepped on the line. That's exactly what happened. And Dallastown, after taking some time off the clock, and you know that's a dangerous thing. That can backfire on you sometimes because you've been in a rhythm. Now all of a sudden you change up, and I like the change up, but usually inside 4 minutes somewhere.
I would agree, but Dallastown's so effective when they're pushing the ball and beating you up on the floor that that's how they managed to keep this lead. Big possession for Redline right here.
And one of the other things too, you give the ball to a player at a place he can't handle it. Dennis gets a post up on the inside. Foul will be marked up against Jaden Green. That's his third.
Look at this adjustment. This is what I like seeing now. Coach Schmill's team, they're going inside. Dennis is posting now. And he's like, I know I can beat you on the post. I'm bigger and I'm stronger. And that right there is a big key that he recognizes to get on the block.
So here's Dennis at the line. That's the first time at the line tonight, and it's no different than anywhere else he shot it from. It's in.
And I thought that had to be a key to this second half game. They were only 1 for 4 in the first half from the line. They weren't getting to the line. They were settling for the three-point ball.
It's the first free throw of the half now for the Lions. Second one is up, and that one's going to be off the side of the iron. Redline gets it back, though, and buried it downtown is Philip Douglas again. His third three of the game. He's got 13 points.
A big shot for Philip Douglas, cutting it to 1. Big possession, so they got 4 points out of that.
There's your drive and drawing the foul. All he needs is a sliver, Kyle Richardson, and he's off to the rim.
Yeah, he's had a good game tonight. Slashing and cutting, athletic.
No shots, the ball back in play. Kobe Green blocked along the baseline off Red Lion, though. But a good, they're double teaming him every time he gets the ball in the block now.
I think they're going to have to because, I mean, you can't let him beat you there.
Back it comes.
This is a big game in Redline. It's a 1-point game, and the Redline crowd has really settled down, got really quiet. I mean, this is the time right now for your team with 5 minutes to go. Get yourself excited a bit because it's a good crowd here tonight.
Yeah, the student section down there, a Mid Penn Bank student section, has really gotten quiet. Here comes Verrata. This might get him into the game. Verrata up and good. Great steal by A.J. Verrata, and Red Lion has the lead.
They've taken the lead, fought back, played defense, set their feet.
And there is the same chapter that's been written all night long, though. Kobe Green says, I can answer on the other end, and Red Lion slow getting back.
And you kind of got to let Kobe Green do that. This is where he's most effective, in the open court, beating you down the floor.
Menser picks up his third foul. Green at the line to try to complete the three-point play. And just like that, Dallastown back on top by 2.
4:46, possession, no in time and score. We talk about this a lot.
16 points for Green. Got an official's timeout on the floor. Verrata, I think, has a little bit of blood up there in his face. So go off to the side for some work.
That, or I think he was running up to get to the middle of that zone press, and he got poked in the eye.
So Verrata will check out of the game, and back in for him will be Zach Keener. Verrata's been impressive tonight, handling the basketball.
He has. You kind of need him in here in this juncture of the game.
Now you turn the ball over to Dennis to handle it for this team a little bit. He was the off guard before, now he's the point.
And I think Dennis has been effective on the block.
A little too far.
Out of control. Yeah, it was a little out of control. Big possession there, down 2. You need a good one there. Keener was a little bit out of control.
Looking for Kobe Green again, posted up. Let's see if Dallastown goes back into that kind of stall mode again with a 2-point lead. Not a big working lead right now by any means. And off to the races goes Roman Owens. So Owens will draw the foul.
Yeah, they're going to signal Zach Menser on that one.
That's the 4th foul now on Menser. So Owens heads to the line for 2 shots. He's yet to be there tonight. He's got 5 points in the game. Dallastown team shoots the ball pretty well from the charity stripe, don't they?
They do, and that's a big key.
So Into the game for Menser will come Nate Hodgkinson. We saw him in the first half. Dallastown misses the second. So a 3-point lead right now, and the Lions have the basketball. Drive along the baseline, not going to go off the hands of Randy Pfizer in there. Here comes Green again.
Look at that,
Ooh,
soft
Green,
touch.
Nice touch, 18 points.
Green quietly snuck up, did he not? He had, quiet 10 or 8 in that first half, and now he's starting to really take over the game.
There's Dennis, wide open. Can he make it again? High bounce. Oh, Hodgkinson had a good stick back. It just came off the front of the iron coolly that time.
Yeah, Big Nate got on the glass and missed that one. Tough shot.
Now it's coach's time. You're inside 3 minutes here. Start to play the clock a little bit here with a 5-point lead. Got to watch you get 5 seconds and not going to go. It's going to be Dennis instead with a foul. His first foul. The team's 7th now against the Red Lion Lions. We have a timeout on the floor. We'll take one as well. Dallastown leads it by 5. 3:05 to go in this one on High School Sports Live TV.
All across Pennsylvania, families are living their lives in their own homes. Not long ago, none of these families believed it possible. And then they discovered there was someone who could help. What was once only a dream is now a reality. Welcome home.
The free throw line's been an interesting place for this game, Todd McCall. 15 out of 23 for Dallastown, 2 of 6 for Red Lion. 13-point differential right there.
Right, and that just the indication there is this Red Lion's not getting to the line. I mean, they've got a guy that can do it, and Dennis. But I'm interested to see, man, they need Beretta back because he has allowed Dennis to get inside on the 5-foot block, and that was effective for Red Lion when they took the lead.
His penetration really opened up Dennis a lot, and Dennis now handling the basketball is in a different place for the moment. They can afford to kind of get him in the middle of the floor and really kind of keep him bottled up a little bit.
Yeah, bottles him up unless they're going to go ahead and isolate him a little bit and go 1-4 or try to walk off the dribble, which I didn't see too much of that. I mean, it keeps him away from the glass.
Here's that 1-3-1 half-court trap that Red Lion showed us earlier. See if they clamp it a little harder now.
Dennis makes it difficult for that swing pass.
You're Dallastown, you really don't need to make anything real big happen right here. No need for a 3. You really want to get a layup out of this somewhere if you can. Tough shot. Exactly what Red Lion wanted that time. Off to the other end they go, and then up, not going to go. And right on top of it again is Douglas. Douglas has been dynamite tonight. He's got 7 in the second half, 15 in the game. He and Dennis have 33 of the 53 points.
He has been tough.
A little 1-3-1 trap is pretty good right now. Makes you rush your offense just a little bit, doesn't it?
It does.
Look at this. And there's another steal. Turnover. It's going to be number 10 now against the Wildcats. They had 6 this half.
With Dallastown, or excuse me, with Red Lion in that 1-3-1, and they're cheating with Dennis up real high. If you're a guard, you've got to go into that gap hard, and you've got to make Dennis pay for the cheating where he's up top. And when I say cheating, he's jumpy, he's lengthy. He's just trying to knock down your swing pass. You got to get in the gap. Look at that.
Speaking about jumping out there, how about this one? And you're going to get the foul called against Menser, and if so, that's going to be his 5th. As a hard drive to the basket by Michael Dixon. Every one of these Dallastown players can handle the ball pretty well.
All of them can, and all of them can score, but they score well in transition. That's the key to their game.
And the shot is up and good. After missing his last 2, Dixon makes this one good. He's got 7. You know, it's interesting. We haven't seen Sean Gladfelder, who had the 2 big threes there earlier. He's not been back in the game here for a while.
Well, he went to the well a few more times, too many. I mean, he had some looks he passed up. He had some he took that was rough.
4-point lead, plenty of time, but over and back, you can't pass it there. That looks like the 12th turnover now for Red Lion. Comes at a huge moment in the game, 1:45 to go, down by 4. Dallastown just going to play against the clock right now. The foul will be by Dennis, his second. And heading back to the line will be Kyle Richardson. He's not the guy you wanted to put there tonight. He's 6 out of 6 so far.
Yeah, he's tough from the foul line.
He's got 9 points in the game, 1 3, and all the rest from the free throw line. Dallastown 7 out of 10 this half. And Richardson just keeps hitting nylon. 6 points in the half for Richardson, 10 in the game now. Can he make it 8 out of 8? Yep. That didn't even touch the rim. I don't think any of them have touched iron so far tonight. Custodians will like him.
They have. That's right.
11 points now for Kyle Richardson, who's done a great job of handling the ball tonight and chipping in 11 points along the way. 6-point lead now for Red Lion. Dennis. 2 straight turnovers down, key moments coming down for Red Lion.
Yeah, he threw that one a little too hard.
I mean, he had a man open over there, but he just kind of got a little too excited about it. 13 turnovers in the game now for the Lions. And you can see Steve Smell not real happy about that one. That's a pain look there.
Especially with, you're down 6 and you had the ball. You needed a good possession right there.
You have to really clamp this trap pretty hard now, don't you? Because you want to get Dallastown in between. Right now they're playing the clock, and you want to have to make them play to complete a play here.
Yeah, eventually you're probably going to have to go back to man. I mean, see, they're going to attack you and beat you somewhere in that gap. And it should be goaltending. That bucket's probably going to be good.
Yep, and it's good. And give 2 more to Kobe Green. 13 points is half for Green. He's got 20 in the game. Leads all scores. So now an 8-point lead, under a minute to play. Red Lion needs to get some threes up here in a hurry. And that should just about do it. Got a scrub on the floor, though, and a walk against Dallastown.
Give credit to both teams. A lot of hustle in this game.
Yep. People on the floor, you like to see that as a coach.
Red Lion still playing hard to the end, so is Dallastown.
So 61-53, the Wildcats lead it here. And stolen away. 3rd straight turnover for Red Lion here at the end of the game.
And that's what happened. I mean, they took the lead 51-50 or something like that, and then turnovers after turnover. It killed them here late in the game.
Absolutely.
The boys there, a nice future in Red Lion, and a young man by the name of Dennis. Devontae Dennis, wow.
He's got a lot to look forward to in the future with this club. Both these teams do. A lot of young players on these teams, and here's Richardson back at the line trying to be perfect tonight. And so far, 9 out of 9 for the free throw line.
He steps to the line. If you're watching at home, he steps up to the line with confidence. You could just see it in his eyes, see it in his face. He's squared, does it really easily.
Does his breath each time, 2 dribbles.
Same repetition. I tell everybody who goes
Up,
to the line, do the
down.
same thing every time you go to the line.
How about 10 out of 10 from the free throw line? 13 points for Richardson tonight. Dennis is going to let one fly here at the end. Banks it home. Big night for him, but 63-56 with 18.6 seconds to go. We'll keep it right here. Jeff Thompson, Dennis has shown us an awful lot down there tonight, hasn't he?
Well, offensively, he certainly has a lot of skills. I'd like to go back to Kobe Green, and he is a winner. But Dallastown's played very well together in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, they really have. And you look at 21 points now tonight for Devontae Dennis coming in there. Philip Douglas has played a heck of a game. He's got 15 points. On the other side for Dallastown, you look at what Green has done here tonight. 20 points in the ball game. Richardson has been stupendous from the free throw line. You know, he's got, 10, 13 points. And then they had moments from like Nike McGlynn, getting 3 threes and a deuce. He's got 11.
He banked 2 of them. I mean, really
Two of them, that's exactly right. And didn't call them, though.
No, last one was a corner bank, which is even tougher, which I don't know. I mean, that's something else.
Well, and Dallastown has put this crowd on their hands here late in the game, as you might imagine. Being up now by 7 points, and it's somewhat academic here unless you've got a way to make up 7 points in 18.6 seconds.
You're right. It's.
I saw that done once, though. I saw an 8-point lead erased by North Carolina one time. Yeah. So it can be done, but we'll see. First of all, if you don't get the steal, you got to foul immediately.
Exactly. And you have that Indiana Pacer game, Reggie Miller. Boston.
Exactly. So here you go. Get a steal, you got a foul. There's a foul right away. So McGlynn is going to head off to the line now. Douglas will get called for the foul, somewhat academic at this point. McGlynn, strangely enough, has not been at the line yet tonight. You see the guys chatting out there. They know each other well. I would imagine they hook up with it. And see that? There's what it's about right there.
It's good sportsmanship.
Douglas and Kobe Green just say, hey, you know what? We played pretty hard here tonight. And McGlynn misses the first. So if you have a chance, you need a little help from Dallastown. You're getting it right here. That's a 10th foul. So McGlynn will get a second one. As there you see Mike Rassel. And McGlynn, second one up, rolls it down. McGlynn now with 12 points in the game. Now Red Lion quickly has to get the other end and try to get a 3 off somewhere. Foul in the backcourt. And that's only the 3rd foul against Dallastown. They got a bunch to give here, so you can foul every time if you want to.
Dallastown's going to get it back, right?
Another.
Red Lion turns it over. No? Okay, I was going to say, nope.
4 turnovers in the last 6 possessions.
And that, wow.
That really hurt you.
You go back to watch this and watch this on film, you say, man, listen, if we just handled the ball late in the game.
Might have been. So now they're just going to wait out the clock a little bit. I don't think you'll see any more fouls. Richardson has it.
You know, good teams find a way to finish, and Dallastown did that tonight. That come away with this victory. It was all about finishing.
On the road, Dallastown wins it 64-46. They'll now go to 11-9, have a little bit of a chance now in districts. On the other side, Red Lion will go to 4-10 in the league, and will now go to 10-13 overall. We'll take a break. We'll come back. Our Giant post-game show straight ahead. We'll have our Pizza Hut play of the game and our Hoppin' Ford player of the game, all here on High School Sports Live TV on ABC 27.
Hoffman Ford, just what you're looking for. Hoffman has it.
And at HoffmanFord.com, they make it easy to find the new or used Ford you've been looking for. Search nearly 500 new and used vehicles right at your fingertips. And when you find one you like, you can even get pre-approved by applying online. Plus, you can chat live or text a real person to answer any questions you may have. Start your shopping at HoffmanFord.com. They make it easy to get into a new or used Ford today.
Hoffman Ford, just what you're looking for. Hoffman has it.
Do you want to answer that?
Nah, I'd never with a kid in the car.
It's okay. I'm not here. I'm there.
Groff Tractor is your full-line equipment dealer representing Case Construction and many other leading brands, serving the total sales, rental, parts, and service needs of its customers. Groff Tractor paves the way for your projects from start to finish. With 11 locations, Groff Tractor is always close by your equipment needs. Groff also offers 24/7 field service. Groff Tractor is your #1 source for everything under construction.
Mom, can we have burgers?
Sure. Fries?
Yep.
Milkshakes?
You got it.
Nutritious twists at prices you'll love. That's a combination you'll only find at Giant.
Save big. Giant brand roasting chicken drumsticks or thighs, 99 cents per pound. See store for details.
What were you thinking, Chuck?
You're not 18 anymore.
Is my leg supposed to bend like that?
6 months on the heating pad. I hope it was worth it.
I wonder if cartilage grows back.
Yep, that's gonna break right in half.
This looks so easy on TV.
Welcome back to our Giant post-game show here on High School Sports Live TV on ABC 27. First thing we want to look at tonight is our Hoppin Ford player of the game. And I tell you what, there are a lot of stars on the floor. You saw Philip Douglas with 15 points. You saw Dennis with 18 on the other side. And you saw a couple other guys. But the guy that we picked tonight, Kobe Green, time and time again, he was the answer here for Dallastown. He ended up with 18 points officially, but he did it all kinds of ways like that. Little turnaround. He posted up on the inside, and he showed you that he had what it took tonight to really take this team home. But a lot of balanced scoring this evening. He got some help from Nike McGlynn, who had 11 points, and, of course, Kyle Richardson, who was smooth all night, 10 out of 10 for the free throw line, 13 points. I like the Dallastown team. They showed a lot of balance here tonight, Todd.
They really did. And when we talk about Green, one of the things that he did when they needed to real quickly was he got on the block. Normally times he likes to be out around the three-point lane and be a guard, but they also have balanced scoring. I think that's going to help them at the next level in the playoffs. Everybody that has the rock in their hand on that starting five can score, can be in double digits on you.
Yeah, they're going to be a nice team to watch. They've had some big wins this year. You can see how they beat a York High. On the other side, you got a glimpse of the future tonight for this Red Lion team as Devontae Dennis was all that he was written up to be and maybe a little bit more. Very smooth out there, Jeff.
Very smooth player. And there were patches of brilliance by that whole team. It just wasn't enough.
Too many turnovers at the end of the game when they were in the key moment. Dallastown showed a little bit more poise. A lot of fast break buckets against them tonight, too. I'm sure that Coach Smales will take a look at that and kind of remind his team, hey, we got to get back as well as score. Now, our Pizza Hut play of the game tonight came in the first half, and this was maybe one of the best ones of the year. And we're going to take a look at that right now. Jaden Green, you say follow it up after a bad shot. How about this one? Jaden Green takes it up and says, I'm here, right at the rim. Let's take a look at it again. That's worth looking at several times. That's a highlight film shot. And Jaden Green crawling up the ladder and putting it away. Well, 64-56 tonight. Dallastown wins it. They go to 11-9, as we said. They're now 8-6 in the league, a very tough league this year. You've got teams like New Oxford in there and William Penn, Central. They've all been good. On the other side, you have Red Lion now going to 4-10. They're 10-13 overall. And final thoughts for the night, guys. Todd?
I liked play out of both teams. I thought there was moments. I mean, at one point, Red Lion took the lead at 51-50, and they turned the ball over and got outscored 15-5. But good teams will finish, and Dallastown needed to come on the road and finish that if they want to be a playoff caliber team.
Jeff, final thoughts.
Well, what I liked, the seniors were up 5-3 when they left the game, so that was kind of fun too.
The seniors say, don't blame it on us, right? But a good game by both teams tonight here. We are so thankful that you joined us here this evening. I want to thank Jim Gallagher, our stats guy, Chad Edwards, and all the Invicta crew who did such a wonderful job here tonight. Of course, Charlie Fortney, Todd McCall, Jeff Thompson. We're so happy to be aboard with you tonight. We thank you very much for joining us all here on High School Sports Live TV on ABC 27. Friday night, we'll be back at it again. We'll be heading to Bishop McDevitt for the Steel High Bishop McDevitt game. Should be a lot of fun. We're looking forward to bringing you that boys game on Friday night, all here. Thank you again for joining us this evening. Again, your final score, Dallastown 64, Red Lion 56. Have a great evening, everyone.